This was not a good idea.
Hey P, how are you, man? Where you been? What's going on, man?
That's
Jeez.
not that's not my name. This baby alien.
It's baby. Right, sorry. BA now. I'm gonna go BA.
Try not
Uh,
to blow my cover, because I don't want to get arrested. Like
we
Trump's about to get into office and arrest all the anti-Shamites. So
right, true. Hey, can we go like AB instead of AP? Like we do it backwards? BA, you know?
yeah,
We,
BA, yeah,
we call you AB now.
BA.
I like AB better.
That's
Oh man.
alien baby. The baby alien. Yeah,
Oh, I see. I gotta.
just busy with getting with the bitches. Baby alien. That's all I've been doing. How have you been doing up there in alien land?
In China,
Greenland? You're in Greenland.
Asia, China.
You're in ice. You're in Iceland. Ice babyland.
Dude, let me get a freaking headphone. Let's see. Can you hear me still good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I apologize for this. I got there was so much. I got all this reverb going on. Okay, sorry. I'm hearing too freaking. Okay, now we're good. Okay. My apologies, man.
Just sound pretty good.
I sound normal now. I think, yeah, I don't like putting these headphones on, but I have to, so okay. At least they're wired. Gee, that's awesome. There we go. So what were you saying? So what was the question, my man? What was the last thing you just said?
I can't fucking remember. I haven't gone live in forever. Just not a good idea. I told myself,
Yeah, we
no
were
2025.
we're all done with this. But hey, if they bring back another, like, what are you gonna bring us now? H5 flu or something? H6, 6 flu? That one?
Oh, bird flu? Maybe a bird flu. Maybe some
The
sort of something.
N5666 flu or something? We're gonna have to be doing more lives then. Then we're in trouble. But
I
hey,
mean, yeah, we have to see how it's gonna go.
let me ask you a question because you're living down in California somewhere apparently, or you know California well. What the hell's going on? Fire City, huh? Burning
Yeah, in
down all.
SoCal, yeah, they're burning that up. You know, they did Northern California like 5, 6 years ago, so they're hitting SoCal. So,
True, true. Maybe you think they're gonna come up like more in the north too one day and just like start going.
yeah, they're gonna hit North again for sure.
Yeah, right, right.
Do you think they'll do in the same year, South for the first half, North in the second half, or do you think they'll do like every
Man,
couple of years they hit a different spot?
man, I honestly have no damn idea. I'm wondering maybe you knew more. I'm just thinking at how obvious this is. This is a clearly a fucking nothing to do with nature, right? You know,
Sex change of the climate,
I guess you could say it.
climate sex change.
I guess you could say it like that. Climate transgenderism.
Yeah,
Hmm.
something like that. But yeah, doesn't look natural at all. Like the house is burned, and then most of the other stuff.
You got the melting car, aluminum syndrome again, stuff like that. I noticed you've got. They got some kind of suspect videos out there with these laser beams. I think that's most of that's usually a psyop just to, debunk everything, right? The way they do things, right? But the shit they got's probably invisible. In my opinion, I don't think there would be an actual like beam me up Scotty type of shit, right? It's not 1960s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who knows what they got? I'm sure they have pretty
I have no
advanced stuff
doubt.
we don't know about. So
I have no doubt in my mind that they have. And then from the shit from 9/11, what they were even able to do then, right? There's
yeah,
just no problem in crashing shit. Like look, acoustics, right? Vibrations can take shit down, buildings down. Probably can, knock out gas lines and shit like that, right? And make earthquakes, take out gas lines. So easy to start a fire, right? So many ways. There's some other shit I was watching about the smart meters, right? Think about all that. They forced that on us a decade ago, right? Those things are all operated by remote control. They've been known to go and catch fire too, right?
Yep.
But then when you see some of these videos with these, these blue colored things and like little playgrounds, things that don't melt in microwaves, right? Gets kind of interesting. You know what I mean?
Is that in the program, or they just naturally just don't attack any blue shit just to have that narrative, or who knows? I don't know.
Well, there you go. Who knows? But we did see it in Maui, right? It makes you wonder. But at the end of the day, however, regardless how they started, we just know they will go Blue Jay, right? We know how they conduct business, right? And it's all business. Everything's business to them, right?
Yeah, it's all a purpose. Serves a purpose for them,
Yeah.
More terrorism, more funding, more
Talmudic
instability, more climate change, more insurance going up, more inflation, just all types of stuff.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I agree with you there, all of it.
More division, more confusion.
Kind of like it brings the
more
economy
fear.
back. Like it kind of keeps that shit, stimulus. They always say stimulus. Like I'm stimulated. Well, you got to inject money. And like when you burn down a town or city or what, you got to now rebuild it, right? When you crash it, you got to rebuild. So that's bringing a lot of money.
They got to hire some Mexicans to rebuild that shit. So
there you go. Either way, it's bringing money into the economy, right? There'll be local contractors too involved, but it'll be more government op, right? They'll be their people. You know how governments do contracting, right? They always take their buddy bid, the highest bid. They want to steal half the money there too. Just
hola cost.
Oh, yeah, you like that one? Yeah, I like it too. Hola. Mm-hmm.
I heard Christian got a girl. He was with some hot chick, some hot babe. He's
got lots of those.
And she was doing her thing on him, and he's like, "I want to put my babies in your mouth oven. This is about to be the swallow cost." And I stopped listening after that. I had to get out of there.
Oh, damn it! Like this baby alien guy, huh?
I don't know. Shit just popped into my head, and I shouldn't have said that out loud. But
that's all good. Just thinking how degenerate everything is right now. You speaking of this baby alien guy, you put a video up the other day, right? And I forgot I'd seen it somewhere. I just can't remember. Like I definitely saw his face, but then we looked into it just today, right? You and I. And here he is with 1 million freaking sub channel on, JTube, right? It's like what the and then there he is everywhere. Like this guy's surrounded in women everywhere he goes. It's just a joke, man. I'm thinking he's 4 foot freaking 8. They talk about 6 foot minimum, right? And here they are, no problem, and the guy's like practically like just for all intent purpose retarded, right? He's nothing. He's a freaking just like, you know what I mean? A defect, right? Straight up defect. That's all he is, right? And yet that's happening. And, it's got to put people down. People, Europeans too, watching this and thinking, my God, this crap, like the filth, this guy's like, he's getting it on with our women, like our European ladies and stuff out there. They're not ladies. They're just trash bins. We know that. But that's the modern woman, right? And what's a guy going to think? And I'm just talking to somebody who's not in our league, right? He's just down there. He's young in the game. He doesn't learn what's going on. He doesn't see the world for what it is, right? And he sees this crap, and he's thinking, man, like I'm having trouble meeting a lady, a decent girl or whatever, someone, a lifelong partner, whatever. He's having trouble, right? Because they're a nightmare now, right? And then he sees this kind of shit all over the social medias and shit, right? And he's thinking to himself, holy Christ, it's probably like, it's pretty degrading, right? And depressing, to be quite frank with you, I would think if you're 20 something and you're living in this world right now and you're seeing that shit, you'd be getting pretty depressed. I don't think Like, you're going to be, oh, this is awesome. You're going to be looking at that going, what the hell, man? And, I'm not talking about players and these losers that are out there, these scrubs on the JTube, right? These whatever, influencers and shit. I'm talking about your average Joe in the world, right? That,
Yeah, he's invisible to a chick, and then he sees this shit. He's gonna be like, "What the hell? I can't get a chick, and this dude's just got chicks
he's
all over him, and this dude's
everything.
like."
It appears to be anyway, banging everything out there that probably got a hole the size of cavernous
Grand Canyon,
yeah, right. But still, it's just
GCP,
it's just like
Grand Canyon Blizzard.
a young guy too that's just getting in the world. He's seeing he's seeing that shit out there, and to him he just sees, oh, they look attractive and shit, and how's this guy getting attractive women? But obviously it's all a psyop, right? This guy, if he was just an average Joe that wasn't set up on on the YouTube world and all that shit, he's just a fucking absolute nothing. He'd be like a reject he'd be lucky if he ever got touched, besides his mama, right?
Well,
that's a fact.
he's in the game.
It's a fact, man.
And he's killing it. And all we can do is watch him. I just subscribed to his OnlyFans so I could watch more of him.
God. There you go. You know what? You should be his OnlyFans. Fuck's sake. You know what I mean? It's like
he's alfalfa, like you said. Alfalfa.
Alfalfa, yeah. He's not alpha, he's alfalfa. Oh, man.
Yeah, so other than the fires going on and destruction of everything and being enslaved by Blue Jays, you got, Baby Alien doing his thing. We can watch that, I guess, for entertainment.
Baby defect boy over here. Yeah, Alien, like they even call him a defect just by saying that, right? It's in your face. Interesting, though, that word, alien, I like that word because it's also alien. Remember that from the old school, learning about the commerce and the system and all that, and money system?
Yeah, alien.
Yeah, like you come into the country kind of thing, or you are an alien, right? Or alien, right? It's money related, right? That's the bottom line. It's just a funny word. I like it. No big deal, But anyways, that being said, yeah, I don't know, man. Fires, thinking about, so looking at that, watching a bit of that Mel Gibson stuff, right? Because, his house burned down, right? And he seemed pretty all right with it. He's quite the rich.
He's got backups.
Yeah, why would he care, right?
He's got several backup houses.
Guaranteed he'll get some insurance and doesn't need it anyway. Who would give a shit, right? Meaningless shit to him. But what I'm getting at is he was saw him on 2 or 3 different interviews, and he picked some pretty interesting words, and basically, I think where the average actor would have said something different, he decided to say when he chose his words, and he was describing what the town looked like now, what like the entire city or whatever it is there, whatever that county or whatever you guys call it. He said that it looked like Dresden.
Oh wow, yeah.
He threw that out there.
After it got bombed. Yeah, after it got bombed.
Funny how the interviewers, I noticed on, I don't know, it was NBC or what, Fox, whoever, no comment back. Had he said it looked like anywhere else, like he said Hiroshima, or he said, like even if he said Germany, no, not Germany, I should say like that, but something close to Germany, you know what I'm saying? Poland or blah, 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 Czechoslovakia, pick a country, right?
Auschwitz.
Yeah, and he said anything would have just made a whole like subsection of like, here we go now, right? It'd be just a big, next 2 minutes of talking point, right? Instead, they just went silent, man. They just kind of carried on like he didn't even say it, And I found that very, very interesting, right?
Well, is he an actor and he was supposed to say that, or he genuinely said that, do you think? Who knows?
I almost feel like, because his dad, right? You've seen the stuff with his dad. His dad is really into it, right? He really knows these people, right? He's been for years speaking about these people, right? And that Mel himself got apparently at least in trouble, and then of course he sucked Oprah's dick on the TV set. Remember that later, a couple of years
Yeah,
later.
he said a bunch of stuff, but then he kind of backed out or
Yeah,
whatever, or had to
he
do
realized.
whatever.
Well, I think he realized they were going to take his everything from him, right? So I think he worked himself back in, but I don't know if that was all staged or not because again, they're all actors, right? So we can't trust them. But I kind of want to. Part of me wants to, but the other part of me says, no, he's just a fucking muppet like the rest of them. You know, I'm on him. I'm 50-50. I'm open to, you
Yeah,
know,
same here.
let
You
it be
never
fun.
know. You never
Yeah,
know if they're in the club, but they still try to leave crumbs here and there and actually try to
right.
wake some people up, or if they're just playing a part. But yeah, got it. I'll give them some credit for that. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. I was just gonna say, I just know for sure they're all like blackmail day one. They don't get into Hollywood for nothing, right? Or easily. Let's just put it that way. You know, P Diddy style, right?
Yeah, yeah. They
Diddler.
all do that. Like some of the rapper people, like I'll sell beats where I have to mix their song or something, and they're like bringing up P Diddy. Is like, yeah, dude, they're all like that, you know.
Of course they
Like,
are.
but Ice Cube is cool. I'm like, no, they're all the same. They all have to do the same thing to get in. So like, Ice Cube's the same as Eminem, as
Yeah, you
Snoop,
know,
as Dr. Dre, as P Diddy. They're all
I think in general they got to be perverts to be there to begin with. You see how a lot of those guys act anyway. You know, the hood types. You know, the one on my screen here, right? They act that way. They just are that way. Right? They don't have an issue with that. You know, they want to put that fucking thing of theirs into anything and everything. So it just
yeah. They got to take a walk on the wild side and you know
yeah, right. And
get filmed, and then
everything's
now
a
they're
joke, and life's a joke. They didn't have a dad when they grew up, right? They were just basically left to the MTV and the devices around them, right? Left to just be Loserville, right? Just garbage. And then so their father figure was Ice Cube. That's why he's cool, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Whoever it was. For some of them, it was P Diddy and Jay Z and whoever, right? Depending when you grew up, you know, that's who you got. You got the latest star, or is it tar? I can't make up my mind. Looks more like tar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it's the whole local level's controlled, you know. So, like, that's what I deal with. They're all the same. They're all in the fucking shit too. So
Yeah, fuck yeah.
they all have little album covers where they're fucking triangles over their eyes and doing fucking bizarre shit, or a fucking black and white board on their shit.
Exactly.
So anyway, I don't know.
You're
There's
right.
there's no music business. It's all fucking,
Yeah.
you know, local level up to the fucking big shit.
So
Celebrities, it's all controlled. So
anti-human business, huh? Or
yep. So
actually anti-European business. Let's start there. That's number one, right? It's anti-European. It's not obviously number one always, right? That's for sure.
yeah,
Facts. But everybody gets some, right? Everybody will get it in the end too. So, but it's just there's a number one enemy, and that's us. You know, period.
hell yeah, we take the blame for everything. I mean, World War II happened, and then they got their fucking blame people right there for like the next 100 years, right? Next 200 years.
Yeah, if your skin's not tanned, you're on the number one hit list. Period.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So anyway, we're the target, and we take the blame. And if you try to wake people up, they get mad at you, and you're still the problem. So it's just insanity.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to wake people up. It's just kind of pointless. Pretty much for 8 out of 10 of them, 9 out of 10. It's just you're lucky if you get 1 out of 10. So that's cool. But
Yeah, 1 out of 10, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's that. Maybe 1 out of 100 or 1,000,
well,
probably.
yeah, yeah,
To be
exactly.
honest, I'd be honest. That's how I always felt about it. But that's just what it is. I think we're just wired differently. There's some of us that just sometimes wonder if we're even the same species.
I don't know what this world is, or
I don't know. I
who
don't
these
either.
other people are, or people that are in the club, if they're fucking
Can't.
natural people or fucking wired a certain way, or what the fuck's going on. I don't know.
Reptile blood, under the skin. How did that Trent Reznor one time say it? That song. Yeah, reptile blood under the skin, man. I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, something that I'm not a part of. I'm just alienated from this whole world.
You're just
I'm just
baby alien, damn it.
I'm alienated from everything. I'm just watching Baby Alien.
Yeah, you're posting baby alien freaking video. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that video and I was like, holy fuck, that dude looks insane. But he's got 2 chicks. This is crazy. So I just threw it up there, sent it to George, and George is like, holy shit. Now he's having nightmares. He's waking up in the middle of the night.
Oh man, that's just I'm gonna be having them too, probably.
Yeah, after all this shit we've seen today with that guy, yeah, it's definite nightmares.
Well, when you think imagine almost every woman's cheating these days, right? So you
Well, they have a roster, yeah.
Imagine that guy's on your old lady's roster, and you gotta fucking deal with that. I gotta shoot yourself. I swear, I'd shoot myself.
Yeah.
That'd be the end of the road right there. It's like I just can't take it anymore. Yeah, I was prepared for everything else, but this. I mean, I could take all this other shit, but this too much. It's over for me.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, I'm done. You win, bitches.
You've slept with Baby Alien?
You what the fuck? What? Shit.
Fucking crazy shit going on. I sent you what was that? That Tulsi Gabbard video.
Oh yeah.
It's just a whatever video, but what's kind of interesting with the I don't even know if you watched it or not, but it was just like some.
I usually do. I couldn't watch that shit because I can't watch that character. That's.
Yeah, I know. I got it. Like 9.5 out of 10 videos of him is just BS. But he has like a good video every once in a while. But
yeah, I bet he does.
In the video, there's like a some independent reporter, quote unquote, and he walks up to her and he's asking her questions about the WEF or whatever.
Right.
But the interesting thing is whether that's staged or not, probably, but I don't know. But
yeah,
if there's like an actual independent reporter, so she's like a non-Blue Jay, right? So can independent reporters, just walk up to Blue Jays and just ask them questions out of the blue? Like they're not allowed to just question Blue Jays, right? Like they'll question and go after the non-Blue Jays to kind of stir up a scene and make the non-Blue Jays look evil. You know what I mean? Even though they are evil, but the blame gets shifted to them. You know what I mean? It's not the Blue Jays; it's these other evil Democrats or Republicans or
it's always the left.
World Economic Forum. Yeah, so it's just but I don't see independent reporters or these kind of sneaky reporters going up to the Blue Jays and just they're able to ask them questions and then the Blue Jay answers. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just looks like it's a scene. You know what I mean? It's like a plotted, written scene. And it's like
every one of these politicians who takes acting courses, right? They all learn how to, and then they got to learn how to speak, how to carry themselves, how to be confident, how to facial expressions, right? They got to do all that. You saw that great example, Gavin Newsom recently, right? You've seen some of that shit.
where he's laughing and bouncing up and down and happy.
Yeah, it's to the point of just ridiculousness, but you got to ask yourself how much of that is do you think he would honestly be laughing up there if he wasn't supposed to be?
No, it's like the Bill Gates shit during 2020.
There you go. Bingo. Exactly. Same thing. 100%. Yeah. Same class, right? Class of 2020. 2019, they took the class, I'm sure. Yeah. They know exactly how to do that and while you up. And then there you go. Now the Democrats are the bad guys. 4 years ago, they were the good guys, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They're taking the blame.
Now everyone's happy about, Vax Daddy. Let's call him what everyone else is calling him now. Vax Daddy, right? Everyone loves him again, but what did he do so good for you last time? Did he live up to his promises last time? Of course not, right? And it's like, it's so funny to me. Like, it's one thing even when like a total new face is coming in, and then they kind of have a little logic when they say, "Oh, this guy's different." Or, they're all the same, but okay, this guy's a new face. But you're bringing back an already imposter, right? You're bringing him back to the table, man. It's like you guys didn't learn your lesson already from that. But obviously, it makes no difference, right? These people are just crazy, man. Obviously, a lot of them still love him from the past. And we never really know the true numbers, right? They're just like throwing it out there. For like, as far as we're concerned, like the media gives you the numbers, right? You only know certain select people in your town or city or wherever. You see signs around. You see that there is a level of euphoria for each and every idiot out there they put out, right? But at the end of the day, what are the true numbers? Like, how many people even really vote, right? And, not that means anything, but I'm just saying, what's the actual freaking, the reality of all of it? We never know, right? No clue.
Yeah, fucking the new normal reality. Yeah, who knows?
The new normal.
They probably let people vote just so they can count the vote and just see where everybody's head is at, but it doesn't make a difference. Like the vote doesn't count for anything.
It's all AI registered now, anyways, right? AI machine is doing everything for them. They don't have to do any work, right? Everything just spits out. It just spits it out and literally, reprograms itself and just keeps going, right? That's, I think, how that shit's done now. It's all AI, baby AI. That's even better.
Yeah, I voted for Baby Alien actually, but he didn't get in.
Look at the popularity of AI now, right? It's going through the roof, just like the shit we were always talking about. How they want to brain chip you and turn you into a robot, blah blah. Of course, we're getting a decade ago we laughed at for that kind of shit. That kind of talk was totally stupid, right? Never mind, 15 or 20 years ago, right? But we saw the development. We saw it was coming, and now that it's like in your face, and our kids are not just our kids, everyone's walking around with that thing in their pocket, right? Dialing all day, texting all day, like we're already programmed, right? You're already there,
Yeah, if you have a smartphone, there are some positive things with it. If you only use it for positive shit and then put it down and stay away from it and fucking.
That's the thing. But
minimal shit, I guess.
How many of us can do that or do that? Like, we're 1 in a million, probably, each of us, right? People just can't do that. I get it if you're doing business and you got to stay closer to it. You still don't have to hug it, man. Like, put it over there and, you'll hear it. You can walk over to it. You can deal with that. And yeah. But if you're gonna do business, try and do it out of your home. They still have landlines. You know what I mean? You don't have to be attached to this stupid device and get fried all day and then spied on all day and blah blah blah. The list goes on, and you're just setting yourself up for that to get implanted into your brain next. And that's what I'm trying to get at. It's our kids. They're the ones that are being programmed. They're the acceptant generation of this. We're sort of half and half, most of us, right? We just kind of took it as, we have no choice now, right? Fuck, I even learned to text a few years ago. I was like, fuck, I hate this. And I actually denied it for the first, got to be a decade or more, right? Can't believe, then I'm finally there, I'm texting all of a sudden. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, like minimal texting. Like, I don't like I'm not trying to text out a conversation or paragraphs, fucking all this shit, but the most minimal shit, yeah.
Sometimes you got to say a little bit more. It's like, what the hell? And then, like, if you got to say that much, you should just, get on the frickin' horn and talk to the person. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever, though. Who cares? They're frying our brains. They're frying our kids. They're all fried brains anyways now. They're really fried baked potatoes anyways, their brain now. There's not much left. Video games and phones and fucking, what else again? You name it, right?
Shot after shot at birth. So right as soon as you're born, you're getting fucking fucked with. So kind of don't stand a chance if you're a Gentile. Right from the gate, you're fucking attacked. So
Yep.
good
Yep.
luck.
Yep.
But hey, baby alien is going to be successful.
Baby. Well, look how he turned out. What's the problem, everybody? We can all look like him in the next 20, 30, 50 years. So it'd be great. Right? We still get chicks and shit. Right?
Well, yeah, if you have a big following. Yeah.
We can all be porn stars now. Ay, fuck, man.
Hey, I shouldn't be knocking him, dude. He's on the fucking No Jumper podcast. We can't even get on that shit.
No jumper.
But anyways, whatever. That guy's doing his thing. So
it's quite funny, but yeah, there it is. But so, what other things you thinking on your brain these days? What else is going on?
fuck, dude. Everything is just fucking, gonna be getting targeted probably over the next several years, maybe. And you're trying to wake up people and family. You're just making myself a target, and nobody wakes up. So it's just frustrating. So
the new monetary system is heavily in the works, obviously, too, as you know.
Yeah.
Known as Bitcoin, known as cryptocurrency.
Oh, the monetary? Yeah. That's
financial.
That's coming in right now. Trump's about to come in, and he's, coincidentally, he's all for it, and just perfect timing.
Yeah.
Just some random Asian guy created it, but now it's all getting passed through the government, and it's all getting worked into the system, and it's on Wall Street.
Satoshi Nakamoto-stein?
Yeah, Nakamoto-stein.
Nakamoto-stein? Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, it's going to be good if you play your cards right. You can make money at it, but on the flip side, if you do it and you're making money, you're kind of giving your blessing in a way. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe not. I don't care.
Totally agree with you. On the short term, there's some cash and she to be made, and if you can play the game right, of course. But be patient, not greedy, all those good things. But other than that, I mean, long term, no, we're all fucked. That's what this is about, right?
Yeah,
it's training. It's literally Pavlov dog training, like I was talking about.
Well, yeah, that's what Trump. I think it's this Trump's second term. It's to bridge us into that new system, this whole new digital shit.
There's no doubt about it, man. All the governments of the world are now just suddenly all involved and love this thing now. Simply 4 years ago, everyone was talking shit about it, and 8 years ago they were hating the fuck out. 15 years ago, it was a complete joke, but it was 5 fucking cents, right? When I said no, this is a Ponzi scam, and I couldn't get involved, my stupid morality got in the way, right? My thick-skulled head, right, got in the way, and I couldn't get in at 5 cents and become a billionaire. I would probably made set up islands where people like us could fucking join forces, right? And have a good time, live our lives, right? Get away from this shit, because it's going to boil down to that, right? You have to isolate yourself. That's what I'm getting at. It's all isolation, right? Whatever you want to call it, that's what we need to do. We need to find ways to create our own stability, get away from everything that this entire society. Just get the fuck, right?
Get the fuck away from baby alien. Get the fuck away from him and all these people. And
turn it off. Just turn that shit off. We just go, and then we stay out there and we live our lives just like we don't know the world anymore. And if they come and blow us up, oh well, it'll blow you up anyway. But at least we were living our lives, right? But if they leave us alone, maybe
we're trying to get white women over there. They're like, well, where's the club? Are there malls where we're going? No. I don't know if I want to go there. I'm going to have to do work.
Yeah, no, I know. But no, we're not going to. Those aren't the women coming, obviously, right? It's the 1 in a million, like you and I, right? The one that's sitting there going.
1 in 6 million, bro.
Whatever.
If me and you were at Auschwitz, we're the two that are escaping.
Yep. But segregation.
We got our ballpoint pens, and we're digging tunnels out of there.
Segregation works, man, but you have to segregate yourself, right? If you don't like what's around you, you got to go and segregate.
There's not going to be a movement. There's not going to be a movement where everybody joins in and You know, we just have to do it ourselves and fucking, I don't know
100%.
how people are going to do that. They're going to be like, yeah, or I can make $5 million in crypto. Which one am I going to go do?
Yeah, but that's the point. You're going to have to make the money to go and even be able to do anything. Because look, financially broke ass can't do much. You can go and attempt to live somewhere, but you got to live like an animal, like a wild animal, right? That's not. We're domesticated, man. That's not a very easy feat, and it's not one
No,
that I
it's
think
fucking.
any of us would actually want to endure, or even could, if put in that position. I think, when shit hits a fan one day. Might not be in our time, and it might be, but depends how much longer we last. But like, I don't know if we could actually do it. I guess that's my point. I don't know if you and I, for example, actually could pull it off. I'm sure we could for a little while, but we would just depression would probably take over. You just get to the point
Yeah,
where
you're
you're
going to
like,
go crazy after a while.
yeah, we weren't born in the wild, right? We remember a time, right? And we had kids, we had a life, we had family members, we had, then we had all this stuff around us, of course. That's a nightmare. We used to having a car to go places, and, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like now you just live in like freaking some little African village or something, right? Or whatever, or back to like 1483 or some shit, like that's not going to be, it's just not going to work, man. And then that sucks. But listen, if we were united with a group of, say, 50 to 100 people on an island somewhere, we could make it work, man, because we'd have each other, right? We'd have teamwork and shit. And then you'd be like, you go out there in the bush alone, you're going to be demoralized within, I'm going to say, no more than 24 hours. Okay? Demoralized to death. You're going to be like, fuck. You're going to come back out and just go, you know what? I'll just die out here and whatever. Just get your gun and just be ready and, shoot it out with somebody or whatever, right? You're just like, what's the point? You're going to be getting eaten by bugs, fucking, mosquitoes and shit and other critters, and you're trying to sleep and what? Like, you just would, like, that would be it, man. But if you went kind of prepared and you made a game plan, set some goals and shit, and you guys had actual, necessities and things like that, and you could build some little, whether they're caves or cave homes, or build something, right? So you could all like live, right? And survive kind of half-ass normal without all the what we know to be normal today, right? And then, if you're in the ocean there, you could be fishing and you could do some cool shit, right? And if you have some cool chicks with us too, of course, you're gonna have a family, make a bunch of kids and shit, and just grow your own community, right? That's how it would be done organically, I think. If nobody comes in and blows us up, right? That's
Yeah.
it.
As long as nobody comes in and blows us up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we have no weapons, and we're just fucking living like animal savages from the cave, trying to be peaceful people. But yeah, it's just insanity, dude. So I don't know what you can do in an insane hellhole world that we're in, with psychopaths fucking have all the technology and surveillance and are in control.
It's one of those things, man. You just have to go and try, because really, what else do we have? If you're fight or
You can't
flight,
even live, dude. You have to block out reality and just
Yep.
try to live each day and not think about, oh, they could just fucking drone the shit out of me anytime they want if they fucking feel like it. And you have to be looking out for drones. It's just fucking crazy. Yeah, you're gonna go crazy because you're gonna be thinking about that shit. And you're gonna be trying to block it out, and it's just fucking. They're just gonna. The Blue Jays can just toy with you if they want, or just get rid of you, or just wait, not do anything, and you're still gonna go crazy. So. They're just gonna watch you on camera, and it's gonna be funny.
Our backs against the wall, and you're gonna do what you gotta do, right? So
shit, my black's against the wall for sure.
Your black and my black too. But if you could be set up with, where you have your resources and things that you need, it's not about shekels. We don't care about shekels, but use the shekels wisely, and then set yourself up, and then from there you continue. You build things, you structure shit, and you really don't need that much to live, but yeah, you do. Do you know what I mean? But I think once you have a system in place and you're enacting it, and if you're in a good location, that's the key, man. And you could definitely survive and probably pretty fucking happy too, you know. You'd literally be on beachfront property if you had a good island somewhere in the middle of, you know, in a good place, let's say, right? I think, and that's something we could do, right? As a group of people, we could do that if we pooled our money, and you know what I mean. But instead, everybody's greedy and hungry and scared, and nobody trusts nobody. Even it doesn't matter who you are, no one trusts anyone anymore, right? That's what makes it even double worse. You know, how do you even unite with people when everyone's weary of the next guy? And I fully get it because I'm the same. You know, I've trusted so many people in my life, and I look back and I'm like, who actually came out of that? I can't count anybody. I can't count anyone, man. Right? I can't.
Try to tell you, don't let baby alien into your house. You trusted him.
Man, he said he was just gonna pick my apples. All right. God damn it.
Yeah, I hear you though. Everybody's been, you know,
Program.
their brain has been washed and they've been turned into, you know,
into baby aliens or adult aliens. We're
I don't know.
alienating each other now. Right?
Just, you know, 90% of the people are on the same level, and
Yeah.
what can you do? Just ignore them and separate yourself, like you're saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna be faced to have to do. I believe one of these years, you know, within probably the next decade or two, if not even less. You know, really like watching this closely here, how this whole pump daddy thing, vax daddy's gonna work out, and you know, towards the end of his term and shit, and see if how much shit escalates and see where we go from there, right? See where they're gonna lead us to, but they're definitely leading us to a very, very bad. We got $36 trillion debt, $1 trillion added every like 90 days now. It's obviously that's getting shorter as we go because, you know.
A billion's added every 90 days or a trillion? Probably a billion.
No, 1 trillion every 90 days, dude. No joke. And that's just interest, right? That's your country, so-called, right? Just interest on that national deficit, right? Yeah. Absolutely, man.
We'll have that paid off in no time as soon as Trump does the tariffs. I'm joking. He said that last time in his first term, and it didn't do anything.
Right.
It didn't do anything. It didn't put a dent in the deficit or anything. It didn't do anything. It just talks a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's all it is, man. Oh, it's all bullshit. Bunch of fake bullshit acting and U.S. national debt clock. Let me see. Here it is. Is there a way you could put this up on the screen while we're yakking? I wonder. I could show you.
The way we used to do it was you had a second account or whatever, and you came in and then you would post the shit. I'd have to.
Can I post it here on the chat and you just put it up?
Maybe. No. I don't know. Yeah. I've never done that before. I don't know.
Okay, let me try it here. I'm just gonna post it there in your chat. There you go. U.S. debt clock. See if that worked there. See if you can just pull it up and then just put it on. You know the present and then share.
Well, I'm on my phone. I'm not on the
Yeah.
I wonder how I would do that.
I think it worked.
How would it work? I just click it and then.
Yeah, and then I think it would go. How would that work? Yeah, and then you would.
Let me click on it. It says I can start your comment. I could delete your comment. I could put you on a timeout, or I could ban you. Those are my options.
Here's what I would do on my computer. So I would open the page, and then I would go onto the StreamYard and look at the share there. It says present or whatever. Now I think it says present, and then when you click on that, it tells you to share screen, and then you'll share, and it'll all your screens will pop up, and you just share the one that you want to, right?
Yeah, that's on
stream
desktop or laptop. I don't know that.
I don't know either.
I'm looking to see. Okay, wait. Here's video clips. Add a video clip.
No, go present or share screen. It should say present or share screen. That's what you should see, I think. And you'll just like when you see it, you'll see these digits are just going like crazy right now. As we talk, it's like millions and millions of dollars just in minutes, right? It's insanity. And it's just interest, like going to you know who, to the Blue Jay guy, right? Like
Yep.
comedy show. Murdering the country and the world, man. That's all they're doing.
It's what they do all the time. They fucking
Yep.
get to keep doing it. And just, I guess people don't fucking wake up.
And doing it right, and doing it, and doing it, and doing it. So she got 4 people watching, apparently. I guess none of them can come and join us in here. That's kind of shame.
It's probably agents or.
No, you never know. I heard one of, like, the last time we were on, it's been months, but somebody had said that they weren't able to. They disconnected their, like, account or something for some reason. They didn't want to agree to the new terms. So they can watch shit, but they can't get involved in shit, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. It's kind of stupid, but it is what it is, I guess. But I just figure, my thinking is, if you're already...
Brent. It's Brent.
Oh, we got somebody in the house? Oh, Brent, there you are.
It's
Brent.
BR Entertainment.
How are you, Brent, brother Brent? European brother of ours. You still got that same puppy? Oh, it's not the same puppy dog. That looks like a brand new one. That looks different. Or am I wrong?
That dog's looking up at baby alien on my screen. The dog's like, what is that thing?
Hey, good to see you too, Brent, by the way. Anyways, that's glad you're here, brother. We just like we've been kind of talking about going on here and there, and we never do it. And I don't know, out of the blue, we just like, yeah, let's go for it. And I don't know, this is some crazy old channel AP has, right? He thought, let me try this channel. So it's probably the least.
I was gonna do my other channel, but I haven't signed up. Like, you have to have a phone number and stuff. I haven't even signed it up. I haven't even thought about it because we never go live. So I haven't even like set it up yet. So
yeah.
I have to wait till I have a family member come over. I have to like steal their phone and then have the link sent to their phone number and then get it,
Right.
Get it, get it okayed on that phone. And then if the police come, they go to his house. They arrest him. Yeah. That way I can say whatever I want on any stream. Anyway.
So I just commented.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a share screen, but I don't see that. I see, logos, video clips, background, but
video clips.
And then I go to like style.
Wait, let me help you.
I don't see it under style.
Let me help you out. Let me go log into my account and see what I come up with.
So I think like on a phone, it's a little different than when you're on a desktop. There's like way more features.
Okay.
So I think that might be it, or just I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know.
So
I'm clicking on more. I'm clicking on the little media assets and style and stuff. I don't really see it.
I gotta enter a studio.
There's there's layout.
Okay, so you should have under your screen like mute, start cam, settings, and then present, and then invite. Do you have that?
Under guest, I have invite guests. That's under guests.
That's all you have.
Like under more, I have layout, settings. Settings has layouts, audio.
Present is next in my list. If you see present with a plus, a screen and a plus, then you click on that. And then it has share screen and that. And then you're good. Then you find it.
Yeah, I click on settings, but I don't see that. I say general, camera, audio, recording, layout, guests. I click on general.
Okay. Yeah.
General has like high definition, landscape, portrait. And that's basically it. Audio avatars.
So weird. Oh, well.
So that's under settings. This is an awesome show, I know, people, but
Yeah, it's
Why don't these two fucking goofballs figure out how to use it before they fucking go live?
well, god damn it, I know already, but I can't.
These stupid fucks are gonna overtake the Blue Jays. I don't fucking see that happening.
Yeah, we're gonna overtake fucking shit my ass.
There's brand. There's yeah.
Fuck it.
I don't see it.
No biggie, man. Never mind.
Media assets. Like I think it'd be under media assets, but there's like logo overlay. Video clips. So I have video clips. That's like the only thing that's like close to it. But that's like not a clip. We're just trying to share a page.
Yeah, for sure.
Does it add a background?
Wait, did it say video share?
It said add video clip.
Yeah, but in that menu, it might have what I'm talking about, the present button, or like, sorry, can I present? Hold on, share screen. Maybe I can do it from my end too. Hold on, let me fucking hold on, dude. Fucking since we're wasting how many minutes on this now? Let's do it. Let's waste another.
These fucking guys haven't fucking gone live in so long they can't even operate their fucking stream anymore.
Did I not just give you that link though? God sake, I swore I gave you that link. That's crazy. Now I'm having to search for the link again. Oh, damn you, Iga. Hang on, I got it. Hold on. Let me see if I can, and you can just put it in.
I can go to comments. I can go to comments.
Never mind, man. Let me do it right now. I got this, Iga. Share. Do you see it now? Can you put it up from my end? I'm in the waiting room.
Okay, yeah. This is what.
Okay.
This is what we used to do. This is what I was saying.
There you go. Okay. Oh. Now, can you do full screen? Or can you even see all of it? I guess now you see half of it only. That's weird.
Yeah. Let me go to layout.
Oh, there you go. Still not all of it. It's got the stupid. That's some shit, huh? Hold on. I know why. How about now?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Finally, man. Stupid.
People didn't think we have a high IQ, but we just proved them wrong.
Oh, we're so smart. We're going to get all the girls now.
Baby Alien might be fucking all the girls, but we're showing you guys the debt clock. We figured out how to get it up on our screen.
Did you say the U.S. dick clock?
Oh, yeah, U.S. dick clock, yeah.
We still got the sheet underneath. That's awesome. See how good we are? Come on, everybody. Hey, look at the top, though. You see the eagle, U.S. eagle with all that shit, you know? Well, look at what's above the eagle. It just happens to be like a 6-pointed star. Not interesting? Right in your face. So, but yeah, look. So anyway, look at the numbers rolling, man. Look at that. 36 trillion, 358 million, or billion, I'm sorry. 707 million. And look at this thing going. Another million and 100,000, 200,000. Every second is $100,000. Now, you imagine that you and I could make money like that, but the Blue Jay is making money like that off this stupid nation of sheep. Right?
Incredible, man.
Yep, incredible.
They had this thing really thought out.
Just right there.
They really thought out their system.
$1 million a minute, man. That's pretty brilliant. Brilliant. You and I be lucky sometime, like most guys lucky if they make that in their entire life. So it seems, right?
Yeah.
Never mind saving it. Like that's a whole other game, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, if you could save it and you knew you were going to still have it, and inflation wasn't a problem, but now you don't know if they actually try to do some cyber attack and then all your money's gone. I mean, most of the stuff's probably just fear mongering that they'd probably do, but still, who knows? So now you kind of.
Which part's the fear mongering? Sorry, say it again.
I'm saying, like, if you make a good amount of money, there's no problem saving it and being smart. But then at the same time, you don't know if they pull some bullshit cyber attack and they just swipe all your money out.
Well, that would be the
I'm saying
digital.
most of the
Yep.
time that's a fear mongering shit, but you never know.
True. Yeah. But I
It's like there's
mean,
no problem trying to save money and be kind of frugal and be smart, and then but at the
here's the
same
deal.
time you're gonna save your money, then they're gonna
So,
swipe
but
all your shit, or just inflation, or just
here's
fees, or
another.
make up shit.
Here's the obvious deal, right? You're saving that fiat currency that's got this numbers we're running across the screen attached to it, right? So it's like literally worthless almost now, and one day it will be Zimbabwe money, 100% worthless. And so you may have like 500 bitcoins, even if you're super rich, right, or thousands of them maybe, right? And guess what? You wake up in the morning because it's pegged to the dollar, and you got zero now, and then all thing you got is that peg in your asshole, right? The one everyone loves these days too on the internet. Right?
Yeah, those are the new men,
That's
the new millennial men.
the new man, yeah, new manginas, taking it in the ass literally, and
Getting pegged, baby.
this comedy show, man.
But yeah, so, but it's their money, their system. They have a plan for it, and we're just living in their hell realm.
Yeah, we sure are. Yeah, we can't avoid that one.
It's like the World Trade Center. It's like their building. They took it down. It's like,
well, obviously, yeah, most definitely.
What can I do?
I don't know.
I just say Lucky Larry played it like a genius. The guy is amazing.
Look how crazy it is. Like there's just so much cloud around it. You can't. Where do you even start with people? They don't even want to believe the basics of it. Never mind trying to tell them the physics of a plane, right? You know what I mean? Like, hey, I just saw a good example during your fire thing going on there the other day, right? So there was the Canadian. Obviously, Canadians came down to help and put out the fires too, right? And so there's a Canadian little plane. I don't know, is it some kind of drone plane, or it's not a drone plane. It's like a little. It looked like the size of a Cessna, probably, or a little bigger. I don't know. I couldn't tell what it was, but it's part of the crew, right? And
it's like the size of baby alien, but it's a little bigger.
Yeah, but check it out, man. So remember how I used to talk about like a fucking bird could hit the nose cone of a plane or whatever, right? The front of anywhere, and the plane automatically had to land, right? Well, so this one, a drone, somebody was fucking around with a drone, their personal drone, and it hit in the wing, and there's a hole in the goddamn wing, so the thing had to make a fucking safe, quick sudden landing, right? So it literally can be taken down by a fucking little piece of plastic, right? Or a bird in the sky, right? That's how lame. And then yet people think that those things can fly through buildings, right? Into like concrete steel buildings. Right? And it's fascinating. It's I call it post 9/11 physics deniers, right? That's what I call these people. They always like to call us deniers, right? So we always deny everything. So I figured just put it back in their faces, right? Because I mean, physics didn't jive with that post 9/11, right? I never heard.
Yeah, the video they showed us of that plane sinking into a building. That's a bunch of BS.
It's so funny.
But I mean, who knows how they took the building down? They could have bomb or some weird weapon, or
no idea. We weren't there, right?
Yeah,
but I have some idea. Obviously, we have some ideas, but the reality of it is, who the fuck knows, right? Probably blew it the fuck down, or used some of the acoustics and shit we were just talking about earlier, right? They could easily do that. But, vibrations, right? Think about it. Vibrations can trigger an earthquake, So, but when you look at that, the way that it came down, I don't even know if you could vibrate something to dust. I think if you vibrated the ground and earth, because we've all seen earthquakes, right? So an earthquake typically
comes out in chunks, right?
Yeah, well, the building has to fall in pieces. It doesn't.
Yeah, pieces, chunks, pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever size of pieces. But keep in mind that the average, like those floors, right? They were, if I remember right, like there's something like 3/4 an acre to an acre. Like that's what we're talking about per floor. You know how thick the concrete is? And they're only spaced at like 10 feet apart or whatever. It's a story, right? 10 feet, isn't it? Something like that. So you think about how 110 floors like that, all like joined together, and like there's no way in hell something's gonna penetrate that. You got let's say it's at least a foot thick or whatever concrete floor, man. Like you got to go through that entire floor, right? It's not just the wall, right? Which I don't want to like say just the wall, because the wall in its own is a nightmare. It's not. It was designed not to be penetrated, right? Kind of like a Catholic nun or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what weapons they have, so I don't know how they took that shit down. But
I don't know, man.
I mean, they have fucking albums from the late '70s where it says 9/11 and it has that same building in it, so they've had a plan of that shit or some sort of idea about shit.
Blue Jay students that all lived in there for some time and were playing around with artsy fartsy stuff or whatever they were doing. That's interesting. I think that, I think pretty clearly they obviously set up something throughout that building, right? So just so obvious, right? That free fall speeds, like you can't deny that, right? And you got a third building, no plane even to really rub it in your face. Like if this wasn't enough, you know what I mean? And then you got a fourth one with a hole in the ground somewhere, Pennsylvania land, right?
And the Pentagon, yeah.
Yeah, of course that one too. But that was a plane too, of course. Just saying, you have a hole in the ground with no plane. You have a fucking building with no plane. They all kind of crash and burn the same way. Although the entire Pentagon didn't crash. How come the whole entire Pentagon didn't collapse in itself? Right? Just the roof fell down. How come the whole place didn't fucking come down, damn it? That'd be hilarious if they crashed the entire pentagram. That would be just so funny. And people would believe that too, wouldn't they? They'd say, "Oh, God damn it. It weakened the structure, man. Are you crazy? Don't you know the velocity of the plane?"
Yeah, like wouldn't surprise me. Everybody's gonna fucking repeat that shit that they hear. So yeah.
Oh, of course. I was gonna say, isn't there like 6 walls in that pentagon, whatever you call it? Something like 5. 6.
P is 5, right? Penta, hexa is 6.
Yeah.
You mean sides?
But that's the sides. But I'm talking the walls within. Like how many layers of walls? It's layers, right? It's layers.
Yeah.
It's like a layered cake, right? It's got walls within. Like the first wall, and there's a separation, and there's another wall, another separate, right? You remember that? There's one picture out there, one video or some picture for sure, where you could see like a hole in the second and third wall or whatever it was, right? That penetrated through, so it looked like a missile, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's just like your fucking bullet, okay? Like your bullet would fire, right? With nothing on the tip, but it's not going to go through anything without the lead at the end, right? Is that right or right? So
without the point.
When was the last time they had a lead-tipped fucking plane? Or, let's not say, what do we call it again? That fucking, uranium, depleted uranium bullshit, right? The leftover, right? So, yeah, that's what they put in those fucking missiles, right? That's some serious shit. Your bullets don't get that. Lead's good enough. Lead's pretty fucking heavy too. So yeah, lead goes through a lot of stuff, no problem. You got the velocity with that tip. Absolutely, it's going through shit. But imagine your bullet just had a little aluminum tip on the end. What are you gonna do? Like,
doesn't Baby Alien have a aluminum tip on the end, or what does he have?
Think about it. In all seriousness, you could probably. I think you do more damage with a BB gun. Like a BB pellet would do more damage to a person than like aluminum tipped, fucking, even it's going 1,000 miles an hour, whatever, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I have a hard time seeing how the fuck, It's just physics, right? I haven't done the test, but I guarantee it's not going to work out very well for someone shooting a bullet like that. Like, you're not going to kill much.
An aluminum bullet, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just going to ricochet.
I mean, a hollow-tipped aluminum bullet, right? Hollow-tipped. It has to be hollow.
I mean, the actual hollow tips?
A hollow tip, yes, the hollow tips. Hollow tip. It's the hollow
Well, those,
tip. Hollow tip cost.
yeah, the hollow tip, yeah, that too. But yeah, I mean, like going into a solid fucking steel object, yeah, it's just gonna ricochet
Concrete?
for the most part, right? I think some of them can go through some walls, depending on what they're made of. But yeah, I mean, going into a human though, it's just flesh. If they're not wearing a vest.
I don't think your bullet would go through a piece of 2x4, dude. Okay, like the plane.
I think rifles can go through walls and stuff, but like a pistol, no.
The rifle itself could go through the wall. Is that what you're saying?
I think some rifle bullets can go through like wood or door.
I'm just looking at Brent.
I know a 308 can go through.
I love it, Brent. They're awesome, dude. Fuck, that's so funny, man. You remind me why I enjoyed hanging out with you guys in the first place back in the day. Just fucking crack me up all the time. Aluminum cones are weapons of war, mass destruction, right? Weapons of mass destruction, dude. Come on. They're weapons of Warstein. Can you imagine? I just get like, it's just so funny, and people just like, you can't make them to think, man. And I guess that's all we're talking about. That's the point of all this. You can't make them to stop and think about anything, right? For 2 minutes longer than zero. Like, they're stuck in zero, man. All it is like, no, but they told me this, and it has to be like this, right? This is what everyone else believes. So, bah, bah. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a 308 can go through a door, so I know some wood can get penetrated by some rounds, I think.
Yeah, but what's a 308, dude? That's got lead tip, right? Bullets have lead tips, huh?
Yeah.
Are you not talking about something without a lead tip? Are you? Like,
I thought you meant some bullets in general.
Okay, but
it's so I know like some rifles can go through some shit, but pistols, I don't think so.
I'm not a firearm expert, but I'll say this. I know, like, say I take a 12 gauge, for example, you're going to go hunting, right? And what's it full? Like a bird shot or something, right? What's that full of? Pellets, right? Basically, put your BBs in there or whatever, something like that. And that just goes everywhere.
Yeah, the shotgun, yeah, it's kind of sprays. Yeah.
Sprays everywhere, yeah. So it will put a big hole in something, but it's doing it with like 1,000 little bullets or whatever you want to call them, right? So it doesn't have a lead tip, is all I'm saying, right? But if you just had gunpowder, here's the deal. If you had a gunpowder, basically design your own bullet. Fill it with gunpowder, how much you need, and then just put a little, like, think of like a tip of a fucking plane on the end, right? A mini plane fucking cone nose, whatever you want to call it. And away
that's aluminum. It's not going to go through shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. So a little mini beer can, right? Fire off a beer can. In fact, propel a beer can as far as you can. Let's see what it's going to go through. Nothing, right?
You got nothing.
Here we go. Thanks again, Brent. So if you throw an empty bush light out of the speeding car, it's not exactly devastating to whatever it is. Redneck engineer. Yeah. Hey, shit. Even the full beer can, like, yeah, it'll hurt you, but it ain't sure going through you, is it? Like I don't. You could literally throw it if you could 1,000,000 miles an hour. It ain't gonna go through you any different. Like, it's still gonna fucking do what it did. It'll just leave a bigger mark on you, probably, right? Like, it'll explode more, further, whatever it does, right? It's gonna explode on bouncing off your head or whatever it does, crack your skull or whatever. But that's it. It's got some weight. But here's the thing with the whole true law of physics is that, that there's always the opposing force. So what it is basically, here's the deal. I try to explain to people like this. If the plane was sitting still and that building flew into the plane at 500 or 200, 300, whatever the actual speed might have been, right? Because they're flying so low to the ground. So it couldn't have been over 300 miles an hour. We know that. The lower you go, the fucking motor itself, the turbines will slow you down, right? It's just more stupid fucking physics that I hated to look at, but it is what it is. So, right? So, like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with that plane?
It's going to blow up the Pentagon.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's like a baseball. You're throwing it at a batter. It's just going to hit the batter and fall down. It's going to hurt, but it's not going to put a hole in the batter.
Here's what I was saying. Okay, 300 miles per hour. Okay, let's go 500. Doesn't matter. The building, take the building, put it on just picture it like this, hanging on a big, I don't know, something on the sky, like I don't know. What do they have those fucking stupid rides you fucking hang on and fucking go down the mountainside, Let's like just fantasize for a minute. Put that building in your head, attached to something in the sky, and it's flying at fucking 500 miles per hour, and this plane is sitting there parked on the ground, right? And that building weighing multi-millions of pounds of concrete steel, right? And it crashes into that fucking plane. What would happen? Would the plane go through it, you think?
No, the plane's going to disintegrate.
Absolutely.
Like what it should have did in September.
And that's the key right there. If people would understand that, and they all agree with that, I think it's Newton's third law, right? Opposing force has every action has a reaction, right? Remember that one?
Yep.
So that's the action. We've all seen 200 mile per hour speeding cars, on racetracks crash into the concrete wall. What happens? Do they even put a mark in the concrete? Maybe a chunk of steel, that crashed in will chunk a little chunk, but you never seen them possibly go through the wall. That's not possible, right? We've seen, like they do it all the time, test dummies and shit. They crash cars, trucks, you name it, into concrete walls to do safety ratings, right? Nothing goes through. It doesn't work like that. But a fucking plane does?
We're sitting around discussing the event, and like the Blue Jays have already moved on and done war from it, and they're just so far ahead of us. It's fucking hilarious. We're just trying to explain the event, like they've already.
Remember, like when we were first trying to wake people up to shit. Like you got to start somewhere.
No, I know. Just Blue Jays are just.
I know.
Not even concerned. I don't think.
So where do you want to start with the Western woman? You want to start there?
Oh no! I mean, it's all the same shit.
We'll tell them that. Let's start there. Be like,
it's all the same shit, dude. It's a million cuts, death by a million cuts. Like it's all the same,
It is. So
the woman, the culture, the 9/11, the money, the psyops, it's everything. It's all the same thing.
What else is the latest thing to talk about? We've got the fires. We've got crypto taking over our lives, right? New currency fully in effect. Everyone should see that by now. We've got,
Do you think they're going to do that in 25 or not till like later towards the end of his term?
I think they bring in I think there's going to be another bull run yet in 28, 9, right? We're going to have that one more cycle before they really start finalizing and pushing all the buttons, I think. But hey, nothing's off the table. If they start that war shit and they go for it in the next, during his time, why not?
Yep.
Hey, how much has the debt gone up since we've been talking, by the way? Anybody? How many more millions? We're at 300.
It's gone up 66 million HBARs.
$66 billion probably while we were just sitting here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think at different points of the bull run, each most of the cryptos will go up at different time. A different X's for each one. Some are going to pop really good. Some will just do decent, and some will probably do 4 or 5x.
So speaking of that,
So
who's putting up the H bar? SDN Stan? Is that you?
Steen, is it Steen?
Steen? Yeah.
I don't know.
Howard Stern. But listen,
But
H
yeah,
bar.
H bar should go up a little bit
What
during
it
the
is?
bull run. So if you have
In,
some cash out, if you want profit,
a lot of people just made a whole bunch of money on H bar. I wasn't one of them, but I'm sure people did. They went up to like 30 cents from 4 cents in the bear market. So you made shit, man. What is that?
it's almost 10x.
6x. Well, it was 4 cents, 5 cents, hovering in there for quite
Yeah,
some time.
so
All of a sudden, November came around, the Trump pump, everyone's calling, right? And it went to 30 cents around there at that point. So, and we're talking in a couple of weeks it did that, right? So if you got in at the ground floor, yeah, you made some money, and now where's H bar going from here? I don't know. This cycle, I'm going to say nothing crazy, but I think, again, 28, 29, there's some money to be made, but you got to
it can
buy
get
it
to
up.
$1 if it pops off. If they really pop it, it can get to $1.
Here's the deal, Stan or STN. Next year, 2026 is your bloodbath. That's your opportunity.
That's when you rebuy.
Buy the shit cheap. Everything's going to be 90% plus liquidated, and you buy and you hold, right? And you play the game. And it's a 4-year cycle. If nothing goes crazy and the world don't blow up around you, they'll do it again, and it'll be another amazing time for you. And you can absolutely make money in 2029, even 28. So more in 29 because that's the next 4-year cycle. This is the year right now, though. If you still want to be involved, get involved now in some of it. You're still gonna good chance to make some money, even just in straight up Bitcoin. That's the gold, right? That's their gold reserve currency, by the way. It's U.S. reserve currency any day now. You're gonna sign it into law on the 1st, or sorry, on the 21st or something.
20th.
So, yeah, probably next day, because the 20th he'll be signed. He'll be holding a Bible, right? I don't think he'll be signing.
He'll sign it in at 6 p.m. I think exactly.
6:66 p.m.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah. So just pay attention to the charts and have a good game plan and try to sell. You're never going to pick the exact top, so just sell on the way up, get your money out. Unless you're trying to hold it for a long time, and just if that's what you want to do, that's probably not the best, game plan.
But
not the best strategy.
Don't play with money that you can't afford. You play if you have any extra, and most of us don't anymore. But if you do, you play with that little extra, and it's a way safer keeping than any fiat currency right now. That's because it's the only thing that's going to actually make you money if you're not holding, some kind of business or real estate or something. Otherwise, this is the biggest money. If you play it right, it's got the biggest return. So it truly is. H bar though still a good move because they're part of that involved in the banking system that's coming up. Apparently, what they're calling the ISO 2022 shit. That's just some banking standard bullshit where they're all involved. So there's only about a handful or so of these so-called coins. They're all just really fucking meme coins, pretty much 99.9% of them, and that's all they're doing, right? They're all playing a game and stealing money. They're just stealing our money and others people's money, right? Yeah, but anyway, long story short.
But it's digital and it's decentralized, even though you pay tax on it.
Dude, it's digital gold.
They had the cryptos ready to go in case the public didn't agree with the CBDC, but now they already have the crypto, so they just keep pushing this, and people will just make money on it and accept it.
I can't see the difference because they haven't announced yet how CBDCs will actually work. So all they need to do is attach it to this Bitcoin or something like that, right? Make up their own new system, and then as the regulation goes forward, which is what's about to happen, right? This whole thing is being regulated. We're being fucked with, right? And this whole thing will change in time. It'll be different, and then they'll continually change it, and they'll tailor it to what they originally had planned, and that's likely what we've been talking about forever. They'll just turn it into a complete shit show where they steal all our funds, and then it's like a communist Chinese fucking
Social credit score, digital system, baby.
Yep, bingo. Yep, I would say exactly similar or same to that. And that's it, man. Away you go. Now, you can't do any transaction. You can't, and I'm sure they'll make it illegal for you to trade with your neighbor and such. Anything you think you're gonna do, like I want to trade my chicken for your, whatever, trade my cherry for apple. No, they're gonna go, no, that's illegal because you're doing something without their knowledge. It'll be just as illegal as like right now doing a cash deal is. Technically, doing a cash deal is illegal. You're supposed to pay tax on everything you do, right?
Yeah, man. Blue Jays need their tax. So
how dare you not pay?
They're God's chosen people. So, like, how can God's chosen people let the world go to hell? You know what I mean?
And let's not forget, God granted them usury, right? So you can't like fight with that. How can you argue with that, good Christian?
Yeah, I mean, it's their world. They're God's chosen people. So how can they let the world go to hell like this? That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude.
It's their world.
No, they're here to take care of us, though. They were told to take care of us. Yeah.
Our world's not going to hell. Your world's going to hell.
We're just here to serve them. Come on, man. What's wrong with that? We're just born to serve you better.
Shit, we are serving them. Like, fucking, you try to wake people up and they want to be their slaves. So I'm the enemy. They fight me. So
yeah, like
it's whatever.
I always just wanted to like serve a tennis ball. I gotta serve you. Serve you better. Hey, serve back better. Build back better. Serve back better. There you go.
So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Crypto and fires. The fire thing, probably the winds will die out and it's gonna do what it's doing. And then they're gonna have to build it back and stimulate that area and build it again. And
yeah, there's a lot of talk about the 2028 Olympics. You guys supposed to have I don't know if it's probably Summer Olympics, I would imagine, right? And
yeah,
I can see you doing winter ones there, so too easily, right? So, but yeah, what if they just now they're tearing?
Is it in
down?
that area? It's in Los Angeles, or it's in like that Malibu type of area, like northern Los Angeles area, or it's going to be like in? I have no idea, or it's like in normal Los Angeles, because like there's no like skiing and shit out there, so it can't be winter.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Unless it's like Big Bear type shit, or like way out there.
Yeah, summer games, I'll tell you where it is. Friday, July 14th, 2028 to Sunday, July 30th, 2028. And
yeah, it's summer.
LA 2028. Does it tell me where? It says in Los Angeles. That's all it says here.
South Central, baby. Compton. The Compton Olympics.
I mean, LA and that shit obviously fucking better than I would. So.
Yeah, I've been through there. I drove through, after my baseball shit, I did the baseball, training sessions in LA. Then I drove through South Central, and I was blasting my music that I created. It's just staring down all the blacks, and they knew I'm crazy, but they're like, "Damn, that's sick fucking music. Who is that?" But I got out of there because I didn't want to get shot. So.
Here, Wikipedia has a page on it, so let's see if it says. You're wondering which, so it just says Los Angeles. Should they be more specific and there be a town within, or is like that? Or
just probably somewhere in greater Los Angeles. They probably have an area picked out where they're going to put all the little sporting shit.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, for example, Staples Center. Actually, it's called Crypto.com now, which is super awesome.
It literally says, you just said, spread out across greater LA. So that is, let's see what that is. That's Southern Cali, extended from Ventura County, and I know that's burning, is it not? Ventura started some fires, I heard.
Is it Ventura County? Yeah, Ventura is like a little north on the coast.
That's what it says. I'm reading here more. In the west to San Bernardino County.
And that's out in the desert. Yeah, that's like south and east.
East and the city of Los Angeles and Los Angeles County and its center and Orange County to the southeast.
Yeah. Yeah, Orange County is to the southwest, but yeah.
So I don't know exactly where they, like obviously they haven't built it yet, but I would think with some of this fire shit, you could just go, yeah, here's where we're going to put it. No, I don't know. My thoughts on it. Could be all
Shit. I don't know. They're gonna make a whole shitload of money.
Yeah.
I'm putting Baby Alien up for a little bit, but then I'll put the debt clock back up there.
No, don't bother. It's good. I just shut it off too. That's enough of that. We know we're in debt. We are tax debtors, right? And I'm pretty sure that's how they send your bills in the States. Up here, they send them like that. They literally tell you that they classify you as a tax debtor, right? That's how they call you formally, right? It's hilarious to me. And I'm like, on something that was fucking not even mandatory, right? It was just something they force mandated it on us, It's hilarious. Like a voluntary thing, man, from like World War I or II or whatever, right? Yeah, one, I think it was. After World War I, in order to help pay for the debt, right? And it was voluntary tax. That's what income tax is, right? And then now it's like, now they force you to tell them everything you do and how you did it and when and where and why. Right? And you got to account for it. And then up here, they can take, when you're making enough money, they take 53% of your wage, man. I'm like, and that's before any other taxes. Right? That's just your income.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Insanity, man. But, so there's again where you got to be smart. You got to incorporate yourself. Because they've already incorporated us as, as so-called persons, right? That's your first original corporation. That's why now you need another entity besides that entity they gave you at birth, right? So you get one that they you name whatever, let's say Crypto Kings or something, right?
Yep.
And you put that on there, and then all of a sudden now you're like you're a separate entity from yourself, from your original person, from your personal entity, right? That's how they do it. So now something goes down, they can't sue that entity, they'll sue the other one.
You can't sue me as Broccoli now. I'm Crypto King, so.
Yeah, now, and then if Crypto Kings only has like $500 there, well, that's all they're able to take. And then the guy that's operating Crypto King, he can't get touched, right? He's just there helping out Crypto King, right? He's like, wrong entity, sorry, you can't sue me. And that's how the government does it too. They have all these little entities. That's why every little county, every state, obviously, every jurisdiction, everything's got its own entity set up so that they're all individual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Comedy show, man. It's actually quite the comedy. All businesses, for-profit businesses, though, right?
They have it all sliced and diced up.
Or if it's a church, it's for profit.
Is church for profit? Like they have to label it as that or claim that, or what it's like, what do they say it is?
I was saying like PHET, right? Profit.
Well, that's Islam.
You sure?
Muhammad the prophet.
Yeah. I think they're all pulling profits, man. Isn't Jesus a prophet too? Aren't they all prophets?
He's a rabbi.
Aren't they all professing? I know what they do. They professing. Is that how it works?
I don't know what they do.
What about the professor at the University of Blue Jay? What are they doing? Professing. What are they professing?
Nonsense. Propaganda.
This guy professes fucking that there's this funny guy in the sky doing everything, and then these guys give you the what do you call it? The antithesis, right? They give you the opposition, the left-right paradigm, and then they tell you that no, it was just an explosion, and you all formed from that explosion. Oh, gee, thanks, I love it. This is awesome. So I was either
So
hit
we
by.
can't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you either came from the explosion or you came from a blue jay. Which one? Take your pick.
Either way, you came from a blue jay because he made the explosion too, right? And then he made money on every book he ever sold you that explaining that shit to you too. And then all the other bullshit in between. You can pick and choose your poison, right? Which one was it? You know,
Or you come from Africa, or you're black. So it's one of those.
that's part of the school one too. I think that's all. That's all up in the higher ed now too, right?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't go to school or pay attention, but who knows where that shit is? It's probably everywhere.
Hey, what
Teaching that
about
shit everywhere.
what about Mudik? If he has Mudik, how are we all fucking related then? You know, if he's the only one with Mudik, what happened? Right? You know, you should hit him. Like, that's a good one to hit him on, right? Is if you all got the Mudik you all talk about all the time, these dumb white trash bins are going toward now, right? Then so what's the deal then? If you know, if you guys are special and gifted like this, what happened then? I thought we were all Africans. You know? It's just skin color, right? But you got Mudik and I don't, right? You know what I mean? I think that's a good way to go at it. It's a good position to come from because they've used that for years now as logic, right? You know, come back at them with something. Use it.
You talking about scholars? You just talking about the everyday black person. The everyday black person says, "I don't give a fuck."
Both of them. Use it against both. Say what happened. If we're all Africans, man, like how come you're saying this? You know, they're gifted, and then what? Why are we different? Where's the equality? Why are we all of a sudden different again? I thought it was just skin color. Now it's Mudik too. You know what I mean? It's all of a sudden it's more and more and more things that obviously it is. Like
It's just skin color if they're black, but when it comes to you, fuck you. Like it's different.
Of course.
So I don't know. I try to wake them up, but that's difficult. So I don't know. I'm not counting on that. Hopefully people like Christian can wake up their people. That's cool. Then we're all on the same page. But
Christian himself,
I'm not going to count on it.
He's not pure blood anyway. He's a mix.
Well, I mean, he's mixed. I think he lives amongst them, but he's mixed, so he's part of that. So he's still able to wake them up. He knows the slang. He knows the way of the avenue and fucking that life and fucking having to live in that shit. So he knows you know what I mean? He's fucking, they can relate to him, you know? So.
100%. But they've got a lot of different, you know, let's just say.
Oh, yeah, no. They fucking, when they get down to the nitty gritty, they're going to fucking bring that up, yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah. They're definitely not all one there either. There's definitely a lot of different people there, too.
Yeah, but he's been locked up, so he's not like some silver spoon dude. So they're going to be like, well, yeah, he's fucking about it. He ain't fucking, you know. So I don't know.
I get it.
But who knows? I don't know. I'm not in his area. I don't know. I don't know how it works out there, so I don't know.
Totally.
There's that one guy, Ao. Ao's pretty good. Ao Kamathi, he's pretty good. He's black, but he says some good stuff. He talks about the Blue Jay, and he agrees with segregation and stuff like that, but he agrees like we all need to wake up and then solve that issue, and then we can part ways peacefully. So that's cool, you know, for black people to check out. He's pretty good, you know.
Right.
If they want to start somewhere, start there. I don't know.
Perfect.
You could point them to white people that, you know, Europeans or the people of the past that have said stuff, but whether they're going to listen to that, that's like 50-50, you know, but probably more likely to listen to a black person if they're black. So
Yeah. Gotcha.
Might help. I don't know. But anyway, it's not my business. Like, whatever.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So it could be all good and we all wake up together and we kind of help, you know, fight the cause, or we could just be waiting around trying to wake everybody up and then they're used against us and it backfires and that's just we're in a shittier place. So, you know, it's one of those crazy situations, you know, it's a double-edged sword. So hopefully, I don't know. Who knows?
I hear you.
But anyways, enough about that. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about that. I just saw Baby Alien.
Uh, that's all good, man. It's all good, brother. Well, fuck. So maybe we'll shut it down, OAV, or what? For now, maybe do it again sometime.
Yeah, I mean Trump's coming in with those new laws, so
I
pretty
mean,
smart.
we gotta come in. Oh, look at that, Rosin. We better stay, Rosin.
Oh, cool.
Let's
That's
stay
what's
in
up.
touch. Let's talk to Rosin for a minute. So I was about to give up. I thought we were only talking to Brent today. We'll come back. We'll come back just to talk to Brent and Rosin next time. How you doing, brother? Good to see you,
Yeah.
or I guess hear you, or feel you, or whatever we're doing in this metaverse land we all living in and shit. But yeah, man, for sure. Immigration is the key, isn't it? It's the key to the Ferrari, Ferrari Stein, or the something like that. Key to the gates.
You mean us immigrating to a different country, or more people coming here, or he's just being sarcastic?
I kind of feel a sarcasm, but I could be wrong. Melting pot hilarity plan.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
Right it is, man. Fucking right. How
We
you
got
been doing, man?
major clergy going on
What is new in
out
your
here.
part? What's new in your part of the world? I imagine nothing but the same old continuation, huh? Just
You
continued.
talking to me or him?
Yeah, I'm talking to Razin because you and I have probably already said more than we know. We ran out of shit at the plains, I think. We were like talking about 25-year-old views.
Yeah.
But you know what? In all honesty, dude, not to go back there, but it's like, how many people would you say even have a clue about that physics shit we just talked about? I'm going to say next to fuck all. Probably like
Small percentage with the
probably like
physics.
six of
How
us
many
in the whole
people?
world that
How many
know.
people think it's a lie though? It's like probably higher
Yeah,
percentage.
yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure nowadays because there's been so much, attention on it, right? But then so many of them are kids now that don't even know fuck all, right? They really don't. They're like, no, they have his video and shit. They have their games and videos and YouTube shorts and shit, right? They have no idea. They joke about 9/11. They weren't there. They didn't see anything. Like they weren't alive at that time. They weren't there listening to the shit as it went down, right? And then all the shit since, right? What does he got to say? Canada beefed up border security. Did they?
Is he in Canada? I don't know.
I'm trying to remember if Rosin was. Rosin, are you from somewhere up here? Is that right? I think you might be. I think that's kind of ringing a bell. So many choose not to ask who runs found it. Yeah, of course, man. Fuck. Yeah, of course. Yeah. What can I say about that?
Yeah, I mean they have to look into that. Are they even gonna? They think it's the Germans own everything. A lot of people think that bullshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got this narrative now of Trump wanting to take over Canada. It's so funny. So there's a whole, hey, go sheep, listen to this for the next 6 months or year, right? Well, nothing actually happens. Remember the North American Union bullshit and Amero and all that nonsense? That goes back like 20 years. I remember that fake talk. It's Alex Jones production too, right? It's total nonsense, right? It doesn't even make sense for them to not have borders. You know how much money they make on just currency exchange? That's one of the biggest rackets next to income tax out there, right? You know what I mean? All day long, just exchanging some bullshit for other bullshit, like one fiat for another fiat. Oh, thank you. Give us some more of your money. What did you actually do? But besides nothing. What do you mean exchange my money? That should be free, right? If anything,
Yeah, converting it. Yeah.
if anything, $1 fee for you to type it into your little shit box and give me some paper, right? Trade my paper, like go in the bank and trade my paper for this paper. No, I mean, but of course, there's no paper, so that's even stupider now. There's even less work. It's a digital transaction on a screen, right? A bunch of digits, right? That's why this whole crypto thing's funny too, because it's really the same fucking thing.
It's exactly the same thing. They don't send crypto anywhere. Like, I don't send somebody HBAR. It's just digits on the screen.
The bullshit to avoid tariffs. Tariffs. So let's talk about tariffs. So, we all know that's just another word for tax, right? So but who are they taxing? So the claim is, okay, so here, Trump claims he's going to charge tariffs, right? Or they're going to, okay. Well, guess what? That tariff's going to get passed on to your people, because that means our stuff from Canada is going to your people, right? And your people are going to pay more for that product. That's what that means.
Yeah, it's just inflation.
Yeah,
just more inflation. It's like, and tariffs don't work unless you make your own products. Like, we don't make any products anymore.
Why would he do it though? That's fake as fuck.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
It's not. It's just bullshit. No, it's just a bunch of fearmonger shit to keep the sheep busy over here watching their daily newscast. They need material, right? That's the point. They need material. They need to stay busy and keep spewing shit on the screen. And that brings in people. Or like this whole thing of, oh, this goof stepping down or that goof stay. And now they got more material, right? Another new faggots in that house or that house. It's like, who gives a fuck? They're all a bunch of lying piece of shit sheep, Muppets, useless tits.
Actors, yeah.
I don't even bring up their names anymore. I don't talk about it. How about them prisoners?
They got a deal reached.
Prisoners?
They're taking Trump's threat seriously, and they're making a deal.
I don't understand this. Do you understand this, what I'm reading?
Is he talking about, Trump said, Hamas needs to release the hostages.
Yeah,
so are they talking about, it's related to that?
Yeah, but Biden reached the deal, not him. But he was making threats. He was making threats that he's going to. They better have a agreement by the time I get in the house, because look out, everybody. It's going to be different now. But what, just like it was last time you were in the house? What's different? Same old shit show, right? You bunch of Muppets. Different. What did you say, AP? Go ahead, say it again. Maybe I missed it.
I said Baby Alien got some moves.
Oh,
he's got good moves.
You said something else, didn't you? Besides that?
I don't know. I posted a video a couple days ago on Israel, and they're like, they're earning the world's respect, but they said, they shouldn't listen to America. It's like they control America. Like, what is he talking about? You know what I mean? It's like,
listen to America.
They need to listen to America, even though they control America. Like, nothing the guy says makes sense.
Isn't it like America shouldn't listen to them? Is that what he means to say?
But we love listening to them. It's like we like being a slave.
Absolutely. Beyond a freaking slave, man. Wild.
A poisoned slave. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but no other country goes genocide to release their nation's prisoners. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I see what he's trying to trick the algorithm. I get it. Right.
Yeah, I don't even get a lot of the comments. I don't even get them for like weeks later. Then so if I don't heart your comment, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. Like I can't even see any comments for like a week. They don't even pop up. Then after a while, I'll see them, and some of them don't even pop up. So
it says you got 5 watching and you got 3 commenting, so that's pretty cool. So we're not being blasted. We've got some good dudes that we remember from back when, and that's a good little conversation. I'm glad we came on, man.
No, it was cool. I didn't know what would happen on this channel because I think it's been like dead for
bring it back
a couple years.
Start posting maybe a little bit on it, see what happens.
Some Baby Alien videos. Yeah, I should put some on here.
So that's what it was, gapped, eh? George, AP, and Dragon Spin Back News. We're gapped. We got gapped and pegged now.
Oh yeah, we're getting pegged now. That's the new fucking.
I think I got it backwards though. We're pegged and gapped.
That's what I look for in a girlfriend. I'm like, are you gonna peg me? That's what I'm looking for most. And a wife is a chick that's gonna peg me.
Are you gonna just peg me and leave me and take half? Okay,
Just take all my money and
I
peg
love
me.
you anyway, baby. Hey, that's what we're failing to talk about, the modern Western woman. Why don't we talk about her? That's more fun. Isn't that more fun? Come
It's a
on,
lot
man.
to deal with,
You
man.
know, hey, Rosin, tell us about the modern Western woman, your thoughts. And Brent, if you're still there, your thoughts, please. And Stan or STN, if you guys are in there. Give me your thoughts on the modern Western woman, the so-called feminist that knows nothing about femininity, just knows feminism and all the other isms that go with it. Let's talk about those girlies. I like talking about them. It's fun.
If you're out and away from the city, it's probably a little bit better. But not a lot, but probably a little bit better.
You mean like some village in Kazakh? Some shit like that.
Well, that's like a decent amount better.
I want to agree with you. I just can't prove it. I haven't been there. I haven't been in these little villages, but I'm willing to go and search up. I'm a bit old for that game to go play, but I think the younger guys should definitely do that. You got time on your hands. Go take some tours. Get the fuck out of here. I know there's these passport bros and shit going. They're going, but that's betraying your race, and I don't agree with that. So I'm not like, if you're gonna go make a friend and have a companion in your house, and you want her to help you out with your life, that's great, because that's what really most of a relationship is anyway, right? Companionship, to have someone that's a good friend, it's just like a business partner, right? And that's cool. You need that. We all need that. So I wouldn't be against that per se, but if you're going over there for, to make love and babies, well, then I'm going to have to disagree with you. I have a problem with that part, right? So, but I do understand still. Like, if a guy went and did it, I wouldn't I don't know. I wouldn't want to throw him over the cliff for it, honestly, because I feel him, right? I feel that, how hard it is now to actually try and find a true woman is just a disaster, right? And I feel for you guys out there, younger guys, right, that have to go through hell now, or just stay alone, and that's sad. And then you don't recreate yourself, blah, 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 right? You can't even reproduce. You can't put another European on the map, you know what I mean? You can't be a dad, what we're actually put here on this earth for, I truly believe, right? Is to procreate, recreate, whatever you want to call it, reestablish. We're not allowed to do that anymore. Now we got to mix and shit. So I don't like it, but I get it. I'm just saying I still get it. But I think go try the villages of Eastern Europe. Go there, because that's going to be your best chance left, I think, in this.
If Eastern Europe doesn't work out, you can always donate your dick to charity, write it off on taxes.
If nothing, I'm sure you'll have a little fun out there. I guarantee that, one way or another. Even you'll find a few girlies to have some fun with, for sure. But I would hope you could actually have a chance at actually meeting a friend, a good friend. So the moral bankrupt method of
yeah, it might be cool, but it just depends. Like, as more and more people learn about that, then more and more guys are going to go to Eastern Europe, and then the women are going to want, well, more guys are coming here. I want this now. I want 6'2" now.
6'2" is the minimum. Yeah, I would think they're all kind of like that. They're looking for something just so unrealistic. I would wish the men would start saying, just come back at them and say, no, you're too short, girl. No, I'm not taking you. You're too short. Just start picking on them the same way. Just be like, no, you're not. You're under 5'10" or whatever. Pick a number you want them, and make them say, take only the 6 foot women. Deny them too, and see how they like it, right? How many women are 6 feet tall, right? A guy that's 6'4" shouldn't have a shorter woman. If he wants to truly recreate, and I get the mentality, right? There's a part of it, hypergamy in there, right? Where the woman, she's pre-selecting, she wants to make babies with the best that she can. I get that, right? I'm not against that necessarily, but the way they're doing it is all wrong and immoral right now. It's just totally off the charts, but that's a whole nother topic. But basically, I understand both sides of that, but it's like, you're not being realistic. If you're 5 foot nothing, or 5'2" or 3, like your man 3, 4, 5 inches taller than you, that's plenty. That's nature had intended right there. And you'll have average sized children most likely. He'll take them. If it's a boy, you'll get the boy's genetics. If it's a girl, take the mom's. That's pretty common knowledge. It always was like that, right? So, but then why are guys thinking a little like that? Like I could give you a great example. The best one off the top of my head. I follow a world strongman guys a little bit here and there, right? And over the years, and if you all familiar with a guy from Iceland named Hafthor Bjornsson, right? Giant of a man, right? 6'9", whatever, 400 plus pound, insane giant, right? And he picks his partner. He picks a little 5'2" or 3" little girl. Basically, looks like his little daughter. You know what I mean? And he chose her for wife. Why would you do that? You being a giant, why wouldn't you get the biggest, tallest woman you could find? Especially in Iceland.
Why didn't he get Serena Williams? Fuck.
At least a 6 foot tall woman, so you don't look like a fucking you're diddling some little child. Like that's what he looks like. She's up to his fucking not much past his waist, for Christ's sakes, man. It looks ridiculous, right? Like it just looks wrong, man. And so, but what he's done is ruin his own gifted genetics that is so rare. He's now his son is very likely to not grow past 6 feet tall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's basically why wouldn't he say, nope, minimum 6 foot tall woman? He should be looking at 6'4" and up, and they're out there. Those women exist.
If she's that tall, they better make sure that it's not a he.
Do you ever see? I know you follow UFC like I did. Do you remember that guy from Sweden? Light heavyweight, he fought Jones and shit like that. What's his name again?
Gustafsson?
Yeah, thank you, Gustafsson. Do you ever see his wife? Gustafsson.
Yeah, she's tall, right? She's tall, isn't she?
Yeah, Gustafsson's 6'5", and I swear she's about 6'3" or 6'4" herself. Right?
Dude, I thought she was hot. I was trying to get at her, but Baby Allen beat me to it.
Maybe she was wearing heels, but you know what? She was a big, tall girl. So good on them too, and both Europeans, right? And they're keeping their blood, and I just love that. And I hope that they're still together and stay together, right? And I hope they make 100 fucking babies, right? That's what you want to see, That to me is perfect, That makes me happy, to be honest with you, right? That kind of shit. I don't get it, So if you're an average man, 5'9", ish or whatever, in this world today, then a woman that's 5'3", 4, 5, that should be perfect. That's a perfect match. But no, like you said, she's picking a guy based off, she needs to wear her heels and, still look tiny beside us. Like, how stupid is this?
Yeah, they all want the top percentage of men, the top 10. So the top 10% of men are just fucking all the women, and then we just pay all the taxes to support these bitches. But whatever.
I was thinking that's a misspelling, but I guess it's true nowadays. A he, though, huh?
Yeah.
She's not a he. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, you want to make sure she's not a ho and a he. That's what talk about challenging fucking environment, huh? It wasn't bad enough you're trying to separate the hose from the not hose, and now you got to figure out if they got a penis in their pants, right? Or they had one before. Oh man, that's worse than getting pegged, and that's worse than having this. What's he again? Alien fucking
baby alien.
Yeah, baby clown bowler, fucking humping your wife. That's disgusting. Come on, man. Wild, dude. That's wild, man.
Yeah, I saw Baby Alien humping your wife on OnlyFans.
Oh, no.
Thought you'd want to know.
Gotta shoot myself now. It's over. It's over. Everything's over.
That's the new fucking world we live in. Fuck.
Yeah, damn it.
Nut
man.
job. Nutty ass world.
Damn it, dude. Just damn it. I swear, I don't have a better way to put it, so I'll use the biblical version. We're cursed. We're just cursed, aren't we? We have to be. You know, I don't have a better way to say it. I can't come up with my own, so I'll just use that. You know, that's how I see it. Honestly, I think we're just like cursed by design or by birth. I don't know, but we're like, if these guys just want that book to work, it's working. Like, it's working, man. Everything they're doing it to a T. What they wrote, you know, they're putting it to us, right?
Yeah, they got their protocols
Spreading
working.
plague, spreading disease, spreading all kinds of sickness and freaking, you know, psychiatric disasters, and then, you know, the drugs and the fucking food, water, air quality, right?
The chemtrails.
Endless. What about microplastics, my man? Holy shit, dude. Are we ever being plasticized to death or what? Anybody talking about that lately? Everything you buy is in a piece of plastic. You know what I mean? Everything. Your clothing, you know, your bedding, your fucking every bag of shit you go to eat. It's like, you know, your milk container, your fucking juice container, your bloody like, oh, what the hell, man? Your pipes that are bringing water in your house, right? It's like, it never ends. Yeah, cursed equals indebted, does it? I mean, man, you know, why are we indebted to them? What the hell? Are we, like, what do I owe you, dude, for being born? You know, it's crazy.
Born a slave.
Yeah, born
to be enslaved.
Born to die, huh? You know, that's bad enough knowing you're born to die, and then you like gotta live like this the whole bloody time.
Just makes you not want to give a fuck.
Yeah, like you said, the PFAS forever chemicals. Yeah, that's it. Even on top of the rest of it, forever. That's a great way to put it too. Blue cards, the blue card. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like amazed that we're all still even alive anymore, and I know I'm doing everything in the world I can to try to, you know, stay younger, feel better, you know, at my age and shit like that. And I'm doing generally decent compared to most people, but it's a struggle, and I feel it too. I know, like, we're being just disaster. I'm even starting to even believe in the shedding thing a bit too. You know, come to
Yeah.
hard not to.
Who knows?
You start wondering because everyone around us practically has been injected, and has the world gotten healthier since then? I mean, obviously not, right? So it makes me wonder. You know, it does. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Do you do mobility? Like mobility type of stretches or exercises?
I do a lot of hanging. I have a hanging bar here.
Oh, hanging.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
And
It decompresses, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I do. I have weights and shit. Obviously, I do some weight training. I have this thing called the Abdoer. You guys might remember it from back in the day. It's a super cool little seat that you sit in, and it's got this like spring at the back, and then you kind of can hold on to this contraption in your arms.
Does it peg you?
No, I probably could. I could design it to peg me, right? But I'll just wait for my Western woman to do that. Much easier that way.
You bought that for Christmas, huh?
She. You say Peggy she. No, man. And then so like basically you can like it's to train your abs and shit, your midsections, your core. You know, you got to think about the core more, right? And
yeah, that's attached to everything.
I used to fast a lot and shit, and I cut that out long ago, and I rarely do it anymore. And then I finally said, "Fuck this," and I started doing it. Just last week, I went for did a 30-hour fast. That's like the longest I've ever done. It felt awesome, and I could have kept going, but it's okay. I'll do another longer one another time, right? But
actually, once a day, it's fine.
So I make my own homemade distilled water, right? I add some salt to it. Sip on that all the hours when you're not. And you want to drink your water or your liquids early in the day if you guys don't know that, right? That when your kidney's more functioning, and you know it's going to help you to just do the elimination thing better, process. And then later you're not pissing when you go to bed and stuff, right? So it's better to get most of the drinking out of the way earlier in the day. And And then, eat your meals and shit. And then try not to eat several hours before bed too. That's important. Your digestion shouldn't be cranking it out while you're trying to sleep. And then also you're dumping insulin. You're having the insulin dumps and shit. And that's a horrible thing. And then that's where all this metabolic disease is related. Sugar, we're all eating too much sugar. We should stop that. I've been also cutting that the fuck out now. For a while there, I got into some chocolate a bit too much, things like that. And I'm realizing that this is not good, right?
Chocolate women or chocolate food?
Chocolate women. Almost sounds yummy. Chocolate. Yeah, that's funny.
I know you saw their dance moves in those videos. Just making sure.
Girl. So, Razin, you too. What? You two are fasting or you're eating better? What are you doing, brother? I jaywalk, do Tai Chi. Good for you. Good tip. Fasting is good too. Oh, good for you, man. And and just a lot of little tips. Like I could go all day about food. I've been studying it for far too long. You get lost in that shit, but you got to find what works best for your body. But there's a lot of basics that I think count for all of us. And I'm going to say sugar, besides obviously top, and then secondly, processed, ultra processed foods are going to be, the next top evil. So then in saying that, I'm calling out all the canola oil, soybean oil, that kind of shit, right? Non-essential shit, right? But like sugar in itself is just doing so much damage to us, so much beyond what we could imagine, and it's not allowing our bodies to function right. Even if you're living and surviving on it, you're not very likely to function right. And you're always having something because it's inflammation. That's the bottom line. You're going to have some type of inflammation, whether it's in your guts or in your spine or in your brain or in your eyes or something. And you don't recognize it even for the longest time. Or your arteries, right? And you stroke out and wouldn't guess it's the sugar, but I fucking promise you it is. So this is the reason, like cut that shit out and you get into this fasting mode and you start even on a daily, intermittently doing it. It's a good thing because you're just getting rid of toxins. The body can go into what's called is autophagy, right? You can start to detox, a lot of the crap that obviously we're pummeling ourselves with. Another thing I love doing is a sauna. I have an infrared sauna and I do that at least 3, 4, 5 times a week, no less. Love that shit. You got to do these things. And just stay with it, man. And I think those are the keys to longevity in this fucked up place we live that, nothing is real anymore. You fast for a few days. So like how many hours? Like do you do 3 days straight? Is that what you mean? Or are you like going all out whole weekend kind of thing? That Whole Food got a good app called Zuka. Way to garbage box food. Yeah, nice. I walk, hike. That's good for you, dude. Perfect, man. Perfect, my man. That's the way. I guess that's what the Zen comes from. Now in Zen, huh? Yep. Nothing wrong with that, man. I like that philosophy. Chuck Norris wrote an old book. I started reading it, never finished it, about Zen. It's quite cool.
2 days gay?
2 days straight. Yep. So 48 hours, basically. And then, so after 36 hours is when autophagy really starts kicking in, from what my understanding anyway. And, then you're like, so you're doing a whole day, 3/4 of a day where you're getting like super, super fucking nuking the shit out of your body. And that's awesome, man. Like, imagine your good cells start attacking the shit cells that you've created by eating all this garbage. Literally cellular death, right? And the body has no way to eliminate this shit because you constantly are producing it. It can't keep up, in other words, right? So you give it a break, is what you're doing. And I don't care if you weigh 100 pounds, you should still fast, right? Just make sure that you're still eating good and getting a proper diet in there. And I don't recommend these no water fasts. I think that's for the very advanced few. And unless you're really, really sick, maybe attempt that. But I don't recommend that. If you do no water, don't do it for long. You know what I mean? Because you can really hurt yourself. You could fucking make kidney damage, brain damage, etc. I would never recommend it. I know there's people who do it, and I question a lot of the shit online that people are doing, right? So-called professionals or experts, or these fucking gurus, YouTube gurus and shit advise you got to be careful, right? Get yourself in a lot of damage. Look at what all the vegan gurus have done to people, right? You got to be careful. These are the same shills that they put on to do these other things to us, right? So you got to be very cautious. But try your own body, test yourself, learn some basics, physiology, biology, whatever. Learn about yourself too, and you should know yourself the best. How long you've been alive for, decades, whoever, So you should have a good idea what the hell, what it's going to take. What your body accepts, it doesn't. Your body does talk to you. We're quite an interesting machine, man. You put in some nasty shit and it's coming out the other end pretty quick, or the body's saying, and you're gassed up, bloated, whatever. You pretty much know, hey, I shouldn't be eating that shit, like, say, beans or something. It's not for you, right? Unless you're like Mexican and you've been kind of already weaned, genetically, how would you say, produced through those means, right? That's what it started long ago for them. They didn't have the meat and other stuff, so they kind of, I guess they've been genetically altered probably, right? But wherever you look at these people in those places, they're usually malnourished or undernourished or whatever you want to call it, or they're oftentimes they're not the biggest of people and stuff like that, right? Because they're diet related to that too, right? So, you're fucking fucking up your hormones, your hormonal balance. Another thing for men, we need our T level, we need our testosterone, right? We're nuking that with these plasticizers, with this, with the chemicals, all this shit we're talking about, with the soybean oils, right? Canola oils, right? Now they just call it vegetable oils, right? Potatoes, organic veg. I don't know how organic is, no dairy out, but eat plain yogurt. Yeah, good for you. That sounds good, decent. Yeah, I don't really do those quinoa, barley type stuff. Potatoes rarely anymore. I don't find a lot of use in it. I'll eat it once in a while if it's there, kind of thing. But I find more use in the high protein diet. So for me, meats. I love beef the most. Steaks are my number one. Good ground beef. Look for grass-fed Australian. It seems to be the best deal we're gonna get, unless you raise your own, of course.
Upside down cows, nothing beats it.
Upside down cows are my favorite, and then it's like, okay, fish. A little bit of fish you should still consume. I know there's the worry of all the but everything's contaminated, so fuck that. They've got so much ocean nutrients that we need that, and I think
the iodine, all that.
But look for wild. Obviously, you want wild. You get some wild sockeye salmon, stuff like that, and you're gonna be good. It's deep, cold fish, cold water, deep fish. They're out there. You're gonna do good on that. This farm shit, forget about it. It's ridiculous, right?
Eat shark. They can't farm a shark. Just get a shark.
And then, but beyond that, I don't like. So I was gonna say eggs. Obviously, good pastured eggs. That's key to life too.
Eggs are great. I like hamburger with eggs.
Still superfood in my mind. Always will be. No one's gonna teach me different on that. I probably ate more eggs than anybody I know in my lifetime. So, and then there's the, what else can I add in there? I'm going to tell you guys something that will throw you off a little, and that's think about eating. Don't worry about eating some of these nitrite foods. Everyone's freaking out about nitrites, and I think that's a big disinfo campaign. Nitrite's a salt that actually works in your favor. I'm going to be honest and tell you something that to producing nitric oxide into your bloodstream, which is what expands your vessels, right? Dilation and shit. Huge, Huge.
Yeah, I watched a Ken Berry thing on it. He said it wasn't even bad for you. So the nitrates and some of the meats.
Learning too. I know he wouldn't have talked about that back in the day, so good for him. But most people are freaked out about that. But no, get yourself some nice old-fashioned salami. Of course, you can make it yourself even better with good real meat. But buy whatever. Just buy what you can. But get that into you, because you got to think about opening up your arteries too, right? That's what's getting clogged up with all this garbage we're intaking. So there's some very useful aspects to some of this food that we've also been taught to. The more that you look at what they tell you not to eat, you want to probably eat that. In general, not always, but they do tell you not to eat hydrogenated oils and shit. Okay, that's true. That's good. They'll tell you not to, they're called trans fats, whatever. Of course, don't eat that shit, you know. But look at the food fucking wheel, pyramid, whatever they got, the plate, whatever they call these days. And you look at it, and it's a joke, man. They're feeding you sugar all day. Avoided deli meats for 2 years. No, if you like them, Rosin, get on them, man. Get back on the wagon. Don't worry about it. Trust me, man. Fuck that shit. Go for it. Enjoy yourself, man, because that's a treat. Always has been. Now I'm not really pro bread, but I do eat some. I make my own sometimes. But if I buy the bread, I look for that kind of German, old-fashioned German heavy shit that's going to be rye bread with no additives, sourdough rye, right? It's very low glycemic index. It's not going to fuck your insulin level to death. But don't sit there and eat 6 pieces. Eat one, you know what I mean? Eat 2 at the most, kind of thing, and it's sitting, and that's enough for today. You're good, right? If you want some chips or something like that, get some good like taco, nacho type things, organic, with organic corn or something. Not a great thing for you, but it's an all right little treat once in a while here and there. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to murder you, right? If it's not a GMO corn, for example, right? And things like that you can fuck with. But like other than that, yeah, salt. Make sure you eat like lots of salt every day. We're talking like 10 grams a day. And guys like us who aren't eating out, we're not getting pummeled with salt. So you got to make sure you do it yourself. You put it on, whether you like it on your meat, put it on your meat, put it in your fucking salad. If I make a salad, by the way, I don't go buy their soybean oil, Caesar dressing or something stupid, all their oils are made out of canola and soya now, right? So take yourself and just get some actual good, real, if you can find it anymore, olive oil.
That's hard to find.
And some like apple cider, with the mother type vinegar, and fucking a little bit of nice Himalayan salt or whatever. I suggest a variety of salt, Celtic salt. You could get some Redmonds, you could get whatever, just a variety of salts. Mix that on throughout the day because they all got a little bit of different mineral contents, right? If you want to take any supplements, what I do, I got 3-4 in my that I take these days. I don't take any vitamins. They're all in my food. Fuck the vitamins. They're all fake as fuck. But minerals, as far as minerals go, selenium, magnesium, the proper magnesium, there's several of them, but don't go with like cheap carbonate type stuff. Or what do they call them? Yeah, carbonated, right? Carbonates. You want to go with like something chelated type of thing, right? Or amino acid base. And then you can take some iodine, right? And at the end of the day, that's about all you flipping need right there. And zinc. I'm going to say zinc, especially if you're an older guy like myself. That's going to boost your T levels and shit. So those are my 4. That's all I take as far as supplements go. And I don't necessarily take them every day, a couple days, whenever you feel like it, just here and there, sporadic. It's not absolutely necessary to pump them every single day, right? You're not a, dispensary machine or something, right? Margarine is actually what it is, brother, is straight up soybean oil, right? Total garbage, So magnesium shouldn't be taken with iron. Yeah, iron you should never take anyway. That you eat that in your meat. You want real iron. That's fake. That's like literal steel that's on your Chevy big block engine, right? You don't want that. In your cornflakes, remember that? You've all seen the magnetized cornflake stuff, right? That's real. That's not what you want. Your body can't process. That's why I say magnesium. It's like
iodine. I think you said iodine.
Iodine, yeah, but a good like Lugol's or something, a good real iodine. But that's why again, you can eat your fish, and good grass-fed meat's gonna have a good dose of iodine. So you don't have to take extra. But here's what I'm finding as I age. You've got a problem with enzymatic processes, and I think that our bodies probably dump and lose a lot of mineral that don't process properly, and we may not be getting enough of it at times. So it doesn't hurt to supplement a little bit. I'm not saying OD on this shit. I'm just saying, a little bit extra. Yeah, zinc, magnesium, and yeah, right. There you go. You said it. Lugo seems to be the one online. You can buy it on like Amazon, man. Most popular one. Drop a day or every other day. I hate to say this, but they do iodized salt. So if you want to, I have a little bit of that on my table too. It's cheap salt. Keep it around because a little bit of that thrown into your water here and there. Why not? Why not? It's just plain old white salt, but make sure it's the iodized one and go for it.
And black tea.
I'll give you some iodine too. Because last thing in the world you want is like that'll fuck up your hormones to death, right? Yeah, that'll kill you. With not having iodine, we're dead, right? Quick. It's another problem. So, and you notice they added to things, and then you probably ODing on it. If you're eating out boxes and shit, we're ODing on all that kind of shit, right? That's why they tell you salt's bad for you. Well, it's too much of it's bad, sure. I mean, all day long. Look what an average sad diet today, right? They're eating. They go out and eat French fries salted, the burgers salted. They'll, drink whatever amounts of drinks that are salted. They're gonna have like freaking, every little thing, right? Every packaged box and can has massive amounts of salt in it. They go to the restaurant, everything's super salted. It's one of their trade secrets, right? The chemists figured out when they ultra process something. It takes all the flavor out of it. And then not only that, it makes it worse. Almost always it's not only flavorless, it has a gross taste to it. But what they found was they dump a bunch of salt in it that covers up the flavor and it gives it flavor again, right? So like here's the thing, if you like gonna eat a dead animal outside, you wouldn't do it. But if they cover it up in salt and they put it in a fucking, in a package for you, you'd end up eating it, not knowing it's a dead, like sat there for 3 days carcass, right? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. They could do that. That's what they do with these oils too, right? When they process soybean oil, it's the most grossest, stinkiest substance known to man probably, but once they take it and refine the living shit out of it and perfume it and all that, or deep poop it, whatever they could call it, they take the shit out of it and then yeah, it doesn't have any more smell, but I mean, that's what it is now. It's just this nothingness, right? It's just they have to do all that so you could actually consume it. I bought a water purifier with an IR cleaning tech. No tap water. Okay, cool. But probably micellar. Yeah, but fuck your minerals because they're all useless anyway. They're going to be hard, horrible. Like well water, I don't recommend. I don't drink it anymore. I have endless amounts of it. And I'll tell you what, when I distill that water, man, you should see how much of that white garbage, both magnesium, calcium, right? And it's chloride. That's the one I was trying to talk about earlier. It's calcium chloride. You don't want that shit. That's what's hardening your arteries right there. Oftentimes those pills they sell, like a Tums or something, it's gonna be the same thing. Chloride. And it's just no fucking good. The calcium in that format or magnesium chloride is no good, right? Something our bodies have a tough time processing. So it just ends up as hardness in your arteries, most likely, or other organs, and kidney stones, gallstones, etc. Right? So ditch all that. Yeah, water. So you could go to RO. It's going to take out 97% of things, but you know what? RO is all plastic again. So why do you want to do that? Why not just get a nice, like a jar, a jug or whatever, and put the water in there, distill it through all copper, and then it comes out all so fucking, it literally, like, I can't explain to you, the water tastes to me almost sweet, if I can say it like that. My body accepts it as like, holy shit, this is good. I just sit there and drink it, like no problems. And here's the other thing, the pure or the, how do I say this? The sooner you make it and consume it, like the better. So like a fresh olive oil, right? It's going to be the best. It gets rancid. What happens with this water is, you know how the polarity, it has the negative. You know how those
it attracts. Yeah.
Yeah. The
can't let it sit.
Positive attracts the negative, right? Blah blah blah, and so that's what happens. The water's collecting this toxins out of your body, but it's also will collect the shit out of the air and environment. because it
So you
needs
got to
some
seal it up.
extracted. Yeah, you better seal it up. And it's best to just consume it fresh as you make it daily like that. I notice it's better even fresh always. Like it's amazing. I can't explain it. Add a little bit of salt though, and then it gets that salty, obviously flavor. And now you're like drinking seawater, but fucking clean with no mercury, no, whatever, just you name it, no plastics, no fuck all, right? But here's the thing: you buy that distilled water in the store, right? I would still say it's better than the other water, but the problem is it's in a plastic jug. And then, of course, who made it and what's really in it, you're never gonna know anyway. But I've tested the pH and shit in them, and and they definitely come up. There's no there is no hardness in it. I can guarantee that. But is there chemical? Yeah, I would say probably from the fucking plastics, right? So. Yeah, estrogen, soybean oil, exactly what it is. Yeah. So I think we covered the water. I mean, estrogen, soybean oil. Yeah, definitely what it is. Fucking with it's estrogen mimicking, right? So you know how it works, right? Plays with your hormones and creates sort of what they call the soy boy, right? Canola boy, right? We've all seen that.
That's no fun.
So I think I explained the iron thing. Iron, you want heme iron, right? HEME, which is in your, hopefully grass-fed beef you're buying, and you're going to be rocking it. Because you really don't want meat that's been fed that soybean diet, right? The soy canola diet. That's kind of like, I think it's defeating the purpose. However, if that's the only meat you can get, I'm going to still say eat it. It's going to still be 99% better than most all the other food out there anyway. So eat it. That's all you can afford to eat it. Eat what you got to eat your meat, man. How can you eat your meat? Or how can you eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat? Remember that? Gotta eat the meat, man. Eat your meat, guys. Want any longevity and strength and the testosterone to continue later in your life, you better eat it. Daily, every damn day. They tell you no red meat, you eat it every day just because of that. Just for that reason alone. Right, AP?
Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. If you're going to eat some bread, make sure you put a lot of protein around it and fats, right? Put lots of good, clean, organic butter all over the place. Put that on there. Smudge that in there. Cook only in nice. That's what I do in butter. Or if you like coconut oil, if it's cheaper for you, use coconut oil, right? I love the flavor of the butter. Food is just top notch, right? When you use butter or ghee if you like, but
Yeah, you have to cook correctly if you're using butter, else you burn the butter. So you kind of have to heat the pan pretty hot and then cool it down.
Yeah, you got to know how to be a chef. You got to throw your butter in and be ready to quickly throw it. That beautiful color, like you say, that color that starts, you can't let it sit there and burn. It does, As soon as you throw your food in there and mix it, it ain't going to burn because you got all that other food, right? Like say you're doing eggs. I'll throw my eggs oftentimes. I'll throw a bunch of feta cheese or something in there, or you could do other cheese, whatever you like. And then you mix that all up in there, sort of like a scramble type of thing, but it's mixes in with the butter. I mean, phenomenal, dude. I'll throw sometimes hot dried up peppers that we grow here and shit, right? I'll mix that in. Get your spice. Spice is nice. Sometimes, you thins the blood out a little bit, gives it a kick, good flavor, whatever, Mexican style. Right? Nothing wrong with that, I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we're going to talk about food for the next 3 days with an endless pick. But I'm good.
No,
I'm good.
I like my eggs with hamburger lately. It's my kick. I'll throw some pepper in there or whatever should I have from the garden.
Eggs and hamburger, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, just make some ground hamburger.
Good one.
A little bit of onion and garlic. A little bit of garlic.
I'm going to go try that this morning, man. I'm going to try that. I'm going to do that. Or this afternoon, I guess now. Fuck yeah.
They're all amazing people, raw.
Yeah, Amazing.
Your country's in good hands now. Don't even worry.
Candidates. Oh, man, I hate talking about that shit. You know why? Because they're all the same Muppets, right? And I keep trying to say that we shouldn't really talk about them. We shouldn't bring up their names. Doesn't help us at all. It's just silly. One is the former bank. Another one, yeah. You know, like, obviously they're all Muppets. They've all been appointed, right? So it's just, you know, one Muppet replacing another, man. I hate to use their names. I don't want to. I know this new guy is kind of lining up with the whole new, like he's supposed to be, right? They're all lining up with the new currency, which is blockchain, right? And I'm starting to think that this guy's going to start lining up with America in general. Maybe that's why he's bringing up this uniting thing. And I think they might even give us our gun laws at one point, make us feel really good, right? But we know, like, and it's a good thing, and I want to have our guns back. Like we should have freedom to our guns, right? Like anything else. But we know why the Americans have their guns, right? And it's just so they can kill each other. That's the God's honest truth, right? That's why I don't believe they'll ever take their guns away. That's the last thing they want to do, right? They'll let them kill each other and have war as much as they want. Like gunpowder is the key to that, right? So to me, that's not going to happen. But maybe Canada goes in that direction next. We've had like 100 years of this, so maybe it's time to, they change us over to that, right? And then, yeah, so you mentioned CBDCs. Absolutely. I don't know what that's going to look like other than to say they've got a system in place now that seems to be working called Bitcoin and others, right? And that's where they're taking us. So all they can do is just probably change the name at some point, right? Change that name into, I don't fucking know, whatever, like government coin, you know what I mean? Whatever, right? And that's it. That'll be it. That'll be the one that controls us all, because there's no opting out of it. It's because they have to collapse the current fiat, right? And in order to do that, they have to replace it with something. And so this will make the most logical sense. It doesn't need to be backed by anything. We're already programmed. We're already Pavlovian dogs to it. We're frothing at the mouth for it. Everyone loves it. They can just send money on their phone, quick and easy now, right? Blah, blah, blah. So it works great. So perfect, guys. So then they can turn off, control you at will at that point, because they just take your money away whenever they want to or whatever they want to do. And yeah. And the thing that's funny now is it's what everyone seems to forget in those little communities while they're wilded up about it is that it's all pegged and linked to the Federal Reserve currency anyway, which is your dollar, right? So all they got to do is crash the dollar, and that's what exactly they're doing anyway. So when they crash the dollar, now what's your Bitcoin worth? It's worthless too, right? That's the truth of it. And guess what? Now they can go, okay, we're just gonna change it anyway to this, but they'll probably give us some kind of silly allowance, or they'll figure something. They already have it figured out. Don't worry, right? They've been doing this for 15 plus years now, so they'll have it all worked out where, however they want, we get our little portion or we don't or whatever, we got to earn it or whatever, but that'll be the new system, and they'll eliminate all the debt of the world, and it may be a one world currency like they talked about. It may not. It doesn't matter. Maybe that's why they got so many of these things. Every country can just get their own, and they'll continue some kind of currency exchange racket anyway, and charge us still, taxes and fees and all the rest of it. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, actually. I think before you came in, we had a good little talk about maybe beginning of the show. We did this, so I won't rant about that too much. But if you want to rewind the tape later, help yourself, brother. But yeah, that's kind of sounds like what they're going to do. Definitely. And they're definitely burning down the fucking place. So it's ironic too, when you mentioned this earlier, that Cali is the state of, climate change, it's like the capital of climate change, so kind of interesting. Obviously it was targeted and chosen for, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. However California goes, the rest of the country is going to adopt that model.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned the SEC and tied to the Fed, and when we could tie the Bitcoin, all the rest of it to them clearly too. BlackRock, it's all obviously tied in 1,000,000% now. This decentralized talk is absolute not retardism. Anybody that's talking to you about this shit's decentralized is complete absolute moron. You know, hate to be like that, but yeah, he needs to look in the mirror and give his head a shake. You know, you're going to centralized exchanges, we call them now, sex changes, and to do business in order to even acquire the shit or to move it around or whatever you want to do. Everything's through them, right? And through some fake wallet, so-called wallet, the digital fake wallet thing that also is third party, like a ledger is a third party, right? And just fake and stupid and so easy to lose your shit and everything else. It's crazy, right? Total crazy talk to even think that you got some flipping freedom there, right? But yeah, anyway, blah blah blah. AP, how about you? What do you got to say, brother? Anything else?
Shit. Yeah, it's kind of like why I don't really want to hold crypto for a long term in case you get fucking hacked or they just it's digital, they could just steal it. So it's better just to get in and then sell it at the top of the bull run and get your money, getting it out, rebuy during the crash, and then do it all over again.
I agree 100. Yep, that's what we got to do now in order to put some shekels together for yourself for this future that's coming, this horrible looking future that's coming our way, right? Get yourself ready. I don't mean save your shekels though. I mean prepare yourself. Spend those shekels that you need. Always have some shekels on hand because you don't know when the system's going to end. So play it to the end, but be prepared, right? Be constantly preparing yourself. Sheltering in place, all this shit, right? Getting your food shit organized. Just figuring it out. Get your shit together. Don't count on the future being here, right? Just be ready. Be a prepper, right? Just, but preppers need money too, right? Right? Last time I looked, salt isn't free. Distillers aren't free. Everything's not free, right? Fuels, survival. You got to do it, man. And the fiat's not going to work. They're going to shut it down, oy vey, and you know it. It's coming to a close faster than most think. I'm gonna go ahead and say that anyway.
You think by 2029 or before then?
I hope not. It's possible, but I hope it's in the 30s. Yeah. Well, what's funny is we got that 100-year anniversary coming up for the stock market crash. Right. That's 2029, 30, end of 29. It's ironic how that'll be I really think we'll have the next cycle and then something's about to give, right? By 2030, something's about to give. They call it 2029 crash, but it was like December or something. See? So basically, and then it went on for how many years before the economy ever rolled again. And so I think that's where they're going to have their great reset in the 30s. If I'm being honest, that's my opinion. Whether they need war or not, that's to be determined. I don't even feel they need war because everything they're doing on a daily is war, right? So they already have it. They have all the war they need. And I think they're just going to win without any big major wars. But that being said, you never know what's in the cards. So you should prepare yourself accordingly either way. And again, that takes money, doesn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what they do with the migrants. If they fucking give them weapons or not. Have them fucking get rid of us.
I got a question for Rosin. You been playing in the crypto world at all, brother? Or are you staying out of that shit? So now we've been talking about that, but not quite enough, I think, for some of our brothers out there. I'd like to give you a couple of fucking thoughts on that if you want, or if you're just staying out of it, that's cool too. But I feel like right now, currently, this is your chance. Like this is 2025 is the big year, right? So this is the big year. Everything's going to boom. This economy's booming. We got Mr. Trumpstein at the helm, right? We got it all that shit that's happening. But next year is the crash. Start crash and burn again, right? You'll see stocks are down again next year. Everything's down. So that up and down curve, right? So, so this is your chance right now. There's a short window of opportunity left, and then you're going to be waiting 4 years again, right? But if you're not prepared and you don't got some money on the side, think about next year, 2026, doing some investing and hold on to that shit for about 2 to 3 years, man. And you hold on to that. Not at all. I was at the H bar. What's he saying there? Is it H bar 23% jump 20? Yeah, it's over 30 now too. That it was at 4 cents though, for like 4 to 5 cents all last year and the year before too. It just sat there and then it went up to like 30 something. So you could have literally made yourself on that H bar already shit ton, but that's kind of passed by. But it's still just the start of the actual run. So H bar still has some good potential in it even now, but I'm not going to say do it or don't. That's your call. I'm not into that one right now at the moment, but I will be getting into it next year. I'll absolutely get some of that.
When it crashes down to like 5-7 cents or something.
Because they're also one of these, what they call the ISO coins, that they're involved with the banking system. So that's why they're good. They're good to go. I think they have a future and they'll be there. So I think you're good to have, have some of that as just your hedge against the fiat, man. Bottom line. But yeah, good to talk to you too, man. Take care of yourself, brother. We'll hopefully talk to you once again in the future. Yeah. Cheers, man. And
cheers.
Yeah, on that note, we should get the hell off too. I got an appointment in a half an hour myself.
Sounds like a plan, Jackie Chan. So take care,
man.
everybody.
Mm-hmm. Nice talking to all 5 and now 3 of you. I think once we started talking about Western women, we lost one right away. So kind of wondered about that. But just something I observed. But anyway, good night, everyone. AP, I'll say goodbye to you on the other side for a sec.